Does your mom know you're watching this show? Welcome everyone to the Friday Night BS show. I had to make sure everything is working. Heads up, everybody that is watching the show on the our Facebook group page. I'm going to try our best. Deana does it as well. She checks the chat. If we don't see you coming up in the chat, let me know, Deana, and then I can refresh the connection. I guess that's what I was told to do. It's a Facebook thing. So if you comment, we don't see it, and you get pissed off, you can go to YouTube where it works beautifully without any issues, the chat there. But yeah, if it doesn't work, we don't see you in there, DM me or DM Deana and let us know. I see, there we go. I see Becky's on there. So that I just wanted you guys to let you guys know that we do pay attention to it. So, but if we don't see you guys on there, let us know and we'll refresh it and refresh the connection, or just jump over to YouTube and you can have it works great there at YouTube. Oh, we got a great show tonight. Some fun topics. We got an expert. We brought in our prenup expert and relationship breakup guy. So Bruce is joining us. Bruce only comes on special occasions, and he chose to be on here with us tonight. So welcome back, Bruce. Good to see you. Bruce, say hi to Kevin.
Hey, hi, Kevin. Nice to meet you.
And say hello to your two favorite ladies down below.
I remember the ladies very well.
Yeah. You can say hello to them.
Hello, ladies.
Hi, Bruce.
Come on, Bruce.
Give
us
I've been watching you. I just haven't been on the shows.
Yeah, you have been.
You've been commenting. I've seen you in the comments.
Yeah. I thought Bruce was going to. Yeah, I thought Bruce was going to go, hello, ladies.
Hello,
ladies. But he didn't do that. He just, hello, ladies.
Hello. Hey, I've had 3 days of straight golf, man. I'm beat.
Oh, you poor bastard! You.
I know. Such
a retirement. Retirement.
I had the senior tournament for 2 days, and I placed second in that.
Congratulations.
And then I had to play today, which I was planning on it, but my housekeeper was coming to clean the house, and I don't like being here when she's cleaning.
Retirement.
I had to go play golf to avoid the
housekeeper. Like a golf.
Hard life, bro.
Somebody's got
this is Bruce is what we all strive to get to that age and be able to golf 3 days a week and have some lady come and clean. That's the goal. That's the goal. I mean, let's be honest,
And I have somebody mows the lawn for me too. So,
Does your housekeeper have a prenup?
That's why I'm never home.
Yeah. He's afraid that he might hook up with the housekeeper, and that way he's never home. I would be too. I'd be concerned.
Avoid the situation. You can't. No problem.
Hey, you're funny you say that, but there's actually a fetish that got some guys really love to watch women clean. It's their turn on.
They pay good money for topless house cleaners.
I was just gonna say that.
It depends on the cleaning service. I'm sure.
Yeah. But I'm not even talking about topless. Just like watching women just clean. They don't have to be top. They could be fully clothed.
Unless they knew that was what they agreed to, I would not recommend doing that. Make sure you don't just stare at your housekeeper.
Just follow her around the house.
I think I just figured out what I'm going to do in my.
I can see the guy throwing shit down on the ground on purpose in front of him and stuff.
So Becky's doing that on the side, huh?
Hey! It's 2023. And if you start going down a list of possible jobs, they get pretty freaky now. I mean, anything is possible. Anything that you can do, you think you can't do it anymore, you can actually do now and make money doing it. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Weird news. We got some weird news tonight. We're going to talk about that. I've got one. I think Deana has one as well. Woman confronts husband after family iPad search history horrifies her. We're going to get into that one. It's not what you think it is. It's a little different. So we're going to talk about that. And let me open up my show notes, which I usually have ready to go, but I don't. But since I'm doing that, let's ask Kevin how his week's going.
Oh, it's going. I'm glad it's over. I can say that. Still looking for a new place to live, and yeah, that sucks.
You shocked me last week when you brought up the same, rental prices as here in the Bay, here in California. That's kind of shocking. I thought it was just us that were trying to get $1,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Oh no, they're squeezing it out of everybody everywhere.
We already know what Bruce has been doing all week, bastard. Deana, what have you been doing all week? How's your week going?
My week has been a week. I'm glad also that it's Friday. Tomorrow's supposed to be freaking awesome. There's a punk show in Kenosha that I can't wait to go to. But yeah, thank God it's Friday. Holy hell.
And Jennifer, how's your week going, hon?
The work is work.
Can I call you hun?
No.
I'm calling you hun now because you said no. That's just street cred right there for living on Tahiti.
No, hun is not appropriate, nor is it invited.
It's okay, hun. Go ahead.
Fuck off. No, my week has been interesting. I had to go for a uterine biopsy, which was fun.
Oh no!
Because I am 50 years old, so they had to do that. Determine. I know what fun is. I also know what bless your heart means too.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart means fuck you in the horse you rode in on.
You gotta add. You gotta add at the end of that.
So simple. Oh my goodness.
You gotta say bless your heart, child. Because if you don't use the child part,
so yeah, that's a little bit more condescending.
Yeah,
so
bless
I know
your heart, child.
I'm not necessarily opposed to hun. I'm opposed to him calling me hun.
Oh, come on. We're old. We're old. You're not my hun. If I have a different word for a person that's in a relationship with.
Oh, that's not even nothing.
Hun is just something you got to understand. I drove truck for 25 years all across this country.
Every single waitress, sweetheart and hun.
Sweetheart and hun. Every single cocktail waitress, not cocktail. Take that back. Truck stop waitress. Okay.
I'm sure you did, and I'm sure you did not mean it to be disrespectful.
It's just
Johnny.
Just,
had to go and get that done. Get the bevy of results from stuff, only to get an email telling me how important it was for me to take my prenatal pills and iron because they wanted to make sure that my iron levels were good by the time I delivered.
Congratulations, Jen. I didn't know.
I'm like, what? Wait a minute, no.
Yes.
And I called them up. I was like, okay, I'm a 50-year-old woman. You guys are putting me on birth control for hormone replacement therapy. And now you're telling me basically that I'm pregnant. Which one is it? Because I want to know. Yeah. They apologized.
Oops. This was Jen. This was Jen on the other line of the call.
No, God!
So yeah, that was a little quite possible heart attack, anxiety attack combo. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that's and I deal with escalations. Talking to pissed off people. So
I don't know, dude. When I read that, when you posted that the other day, I kind of had like this look. I was kind of like digging deep. I was like, how would I react to like someone telling me that I'm going to be a dad again? Like, and I'm like 55 years old, and just like I was just picturing like this somebody giving me a call and just going, John, you're going to be a dad, and I'm just like thinking to myself, dude, I got grandkids. Yeah, this is your. Yeah, I got a 12-year-old grandson that's going to be calling you uncle, right? My uncle.
It was a bit of surprise, and I was glad that we cleared that up. I've confirmed that I am not pregnant. gratefully. And
Yeah.
my thyroid is normal. I just have low iron. So, ladies,
Yeah.
take your fucking iron pills.
Take your iron, man.
Make sure that you're taking it with vitamin C and not with any dairy because your body won't absorb it if you take it with dairy, but take your fucking iron. You
Yeah.
do not have to suffer, and that's part of the suffering of your period. Take your iron.
Take that iron and eat a banana and peel it in front of us just to keep us
Oh,
happy.
stop it. You can feel it in front of Johnny as long as you charge him. That's his PG. So
Send your
charge
hate
him.
mail to Jennifer at. No, I'm kidding. Oh
Send your
no. Okay.
donations
Well,
to me.
let me get into what we got today. We have mindsets that affect women like crazy. We're going to go into that. How to end a relationship. And this was kind of neat because I kind of every place I looked this up had like plan 1 and plan 2. Like it was like going to war. This is a war. It's like the guy is going into a war room. He's got all his buddies and generals sitting there, telling him how, it's pretty funny how a lot of the stuff makes sense on how, what you should and shouldn't do and what you shouldn't say. And of course, we're going to talk about prenups. Prenups not just for the rich people anymore. I mean, it kind of makes sense, to me after I did a little bit of reading, especially, I don't know, like when you're in your 40s and 50s, you kind of establish you're in a second you just got a divorce. You already gave up half your shit. And now, you may find Miss Right or Mr. Right. And, you don't want to share everything just in case. Right. I mean, nobody goes into a marriage knowing it's going to fail. Right.
Right.
Nobody goes into a marriage hoping.
Yeah.
They hope that it won't fail, but you can't foresee how people will be in the long term. You're taking a chance.
Yeah. You might end up marrying me and realize that I'm a freak, and you change your mind about it 6, 7, 8 months into it. And you want a divorce, but now you want half my shit, and I don't want to give you that. So yeah, we're gonna go into that. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, but I want to dig into this article here. Let me get over here. You know what? This is bothering me. This mouse moves too fast. You ever have a mouse that moves too fast? A woman confronts husband after family iPad search history horrifies her. Basically, what happened in this article, let me do the quotation. She accidentally saw her husband's history search on the iPad. I guess it was... I don't know how the iPad works, but I guess it's bullshit. Yeah. But it kind of makes sense because I think Google does this.
Was it on the kids' iPad?
No. It's a family iPad. So I guess it's the one that sits on the coffee table. Anybody can pick it up and kind of look through it and, do their thing.
So if you go and you look and you put the topic in the Google bar, it's going to pop up everything that has been previously. So she could have done it by accident.
If you're signed in on Google, and every PC I pick up or phone or whatever, as soon as I log into Chrome, all my shit's there. So no matter what I have searched for, what I didn't. Well, she got on the iPad and noticed that hubby was busy looking for prostitutes in the areas where he was going to work.
They advertise those on the internet.
Okay, so it kind of is like what I thought it would be.
Yeah. He's looking for prostitutes when he goes on his trips. Now, she doesn't think that he's actually done this yet or not. She doesn't think she has cheated on him, but every time she brings it up to him, he always kind of is like, I was kind of curious. I love guys.
Okay.
And look, I'm going to say something. I'm going to look right into the fucking camera. Guys, have your strategy planned out. If you're going to do something stupid, figure out what your next plan is. Write it down. Practice it in the mirror. Don't go in fucking don't go in with nothing, because that's when you get caught.
How about don't look that shit up on the family fucking iPad?
Curiosity is what killed the cat. So
he could have looked that shit up. He could have looked at it on his phone. We all have smartphones. Why are you using the family iPad, you moron?
No.
It's okay that you got busted.
What happened is everybody in the family has an iPhone, so the iPhone is tied. Everybody's iPhone is tied to that pad. So every time he does a search on there,
Apple is the devil.
Yeah, damn Apple.
Android.
Android does the same thing, but that's not. I'm not saying go cheat, go do stupid shit. But
use
I'm not
an
saying that.
incognito tab at least, moron.
I'm kind of talking about little things that might kind of get you in trouble, but you're just kind of curious. Plan out the strategy. Plan out the exit plan. You can't use "It Wasn't Me." Remember that song, Jen, in the 80s?
Yes.
It wasn't me.
Shaggy?
By Shaggy.
You can't use
on
"It
the
Wasn't Me."
iPad.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I want to ask the ladies, how do you? We'll start with Deana. Deana, how do you you pick up the iPad and all of a sudden you go to click in that search bar and all of a sudden this row of searches comes up as a LA prostitutes, LA, so whatever on there. How do you react to that? How do you
want my
go?
honest answer, or do you want my funny
Yeah, I want honest. I want honesty. This is an honest show.
First of all, like I said before, why aren't you using an incognito tab? Chrome has this wonderful feature that makes it so you can search that shit without it showing up in your search history. If you're that dumb, you deserve what you had coming to you. Secondly, why are you doing this in your house? Like, if it was findable on your other devices and you were not smart enough to catch that. Oh, honey.
hey, we're talking about guys here.
That's fair. You have two heads and you only think with one of them. And sadly, it's not the wrinkly one up top.
Yeah, we don't use that one. We don't use that one.
Talk about the same guys that were the scissors have been in the same drawer for 9 years and you still ask where they are.
I think I don't know. I think we've gotten to a point where we think, and I'm not just saying just guys, I think all of us in general get to a point where we think everything that we have is so secure. Like my phone is secure. As long as you don't have my password, everything is secure. I don't mean to the rest of the internet world, but to like your family, So I don't know. That's kind of like my general idea. Like I'm not that guy that's going to go, oh shit, my wife left her phone on the table. Maybe I should go skim through it a little bit.
But this wasn't even that.
Terrible.
I wouldn't do that. So Jen, what are you doing what are you saying to the guy, Jen?
Actually, before I say anything to him, I'm going to contact whoever he was looking up and see what her rates are and ask her if she has ever asked her just straight up. This is my husband. Apparently, he appreciates your services. Just confirming, I'm a concerned wife. Want to make sure that that you're getting tested and everything. If you're having sex with my husband, this is his name. Are you having sex with my husband? And then they'll either say yes or no. They have nothing to hide. And then I will address that appropriately and advise him that if I can see it, and if there's children involved, so can your kids. So either they're going to assume I'm getting a prostitute or you're getting a prostitute. So you may want to think about that before you decide to use the family fucking iPad.
Well, he didn't use it. He said the searches on his phone.
He on his phone, but he knows that it's all attached. You're a moron to do shit like that when you know it's all attached.
That's too many chess moves ahead for guys.
Okay, you know what? If you're gonna do shit like this, maybe wait until you get to the actual hotel and use their business center. They ain't gonna give a fuck. So just keep it away from the kids.
If you're gonna be dumb, be smartly dumb.
Yes.
That's right. You plan ahead. I think you plan ahead. The anonymous woman took it to an online forum. Of course she did, right? She had to ask people she has no idea she's ever met their opinion. So that's the next move, right, guys? You go to Reddit. Go to Reddit and post it on there.
Full of well-educated humans. Sure.
She had cause for concern and explained that the first incident happened 12 months ago when her husband had been working away. She had brought it up to him and claimed that he was just curious on how he would go about finding them. Right there. Okay. That is such, guys, am I right? That is the wrong fucking answer because you're already saying that you're curious.
I'm looking for hookers.
It's not like you're fucking deciding which fucking soap to use in the shower, guys. Right, Kevin? What are your thoughts on this guy's answer?
I have no thoughts on his answer. Don't sign into the family fucking iPad.
But you get caught. Are you using this one, Bruce? Are you using? I was just curious.
No, that was just if you're gonna use, high tech, you better learn high tech.
It's not that hard.
Because the high tech is gonna bust your butt.
Yeah. My response would have been, I don't know how I got there. I must have clicked the wrong link.
Well, speaking
Well,
of
There's
that,
kids
so
did it.
many
No,
outs.
I
There's
have- I
so
do
many
have
outs.
I do have a story about that because
Yeah.
back in the old days when the internet first came out, right?
The real old days.
The AOL with the
Yep.
long dial tone
Yep.
hookup and stuff like that. So we're excited. We got our first computer in the house and stuff like that, and I'm looking up things, stuff like that. So I click on and type in the weather. Guess what shows up? Porn site.
Boobies.
Porn site.
Oh,
As it should
Right?
be. As
And
it should be.
the worst,
Yeah.
you click on one to close it, two more open. So
Yeah.
I'm clicking and they're opening, I'm clicking and I'm opening, they're just taking over the computer, right? And the
Is
wife
it
walks
squirting and sprinkling in California?
and then the wife walks in, right? And she's just and it's like I typed in the weather. Really,
I swear to God.
swear to God, that's all I did. And all this stuff just kept opening. And I closed one and two opened, and so
Yeah.
she didn't believe me. I caught hell, right? Till
Yeah.
about a month later when she typed in something bland as a search, and
Yeah.
all these porn sites showed up. And when she closed one, more would open, more would open. So yeah, I got an apology, but it took a month before.
Yeah,
she-
it took a month.
Yeah, and I said, "Told you."
I remember I did a weather search too, and it was, and I was like,
Sure.
no, serious. This was back in AOL days.
Yep.
And I typed in, I was curious. I was learning, and
Yeah.
then it was that moment we got to go outside of AOL. Okay. And it was just like, oh, wow, all this shit is out here. It's like, I don't have to go to this link and that link and that link that was all keeping us in that little community.
You heard
And,
the angel.
Yeah. And I typed in weather and I was like, well, shit, the first one that was on the top of the fucking list was naked weather. So what is Johnny going to do? Johnny is clicking. Do I want to
You
see
did it to
the dude from
yourself.
KTLV in Sacramento do the news? Or do I want to see Esperanza, whatever her name was, do naked news? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going
Johnny's all
naked
naked
news.
news.
Naked news. They started fully dressed and they just started taking pieces of clothing off as they were going through the news. I was like, this is fucking great. Why don't they have this on TV? This is great.
I didn't remember what the weather was after.
I had no idea what even was
to this-
going on
to this
in
day,
Germany.
I don't look up weather anymore on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, this was a full newscast. This was the whole cast.
I remember
Like the-
naked
Guys
news.
do?
Yeah, naked news.
Naked
yeah, they
news,
had
they called
everything.
it.
Weather, the fucking economy. I was just like, this
They
is
would
great.
they would undress as they're doing the news or the
It
weather.
was great
Yeah.
fucking news. It was the best. I learned so much about other countries watching that news. Send all your hate mail
You
to.
know? Did you?
Oh my
Let's see.
Or did you just oogle blindly?
Yeah. She brought it up, of course, and he said he was just curious. In the recent post, she continued that he was away again and searched for adult work. Okay. Why? This guy's a fucking idiot. You got caught. You got caught. She fucking caught you. So what
And
do
you
you
did
do?
it again.
Well,
Yeah,
she
and then
always-
tries to change the words. Like he thinks he's being sly by writing adult work. Like
Because the worker is not going to fucking come up. Give me a break.
maybe he's looking for a side gig.
I was looking for some help in the garage, hon. Adult work. And now he's been away and abroad searching for the best Thai massage. And she said, this is how naive. I'm sorry, this lady needs to be really slapped. She says well, he has a bad back, so I just assumed he was looking for a massage. I'm like,
She's in denial.
I
It's
guess.
not just it's what they say. It's not just a river in Egypt.
The Nile is a river where? No, I'm joking.
He's in denial. Or she's in denial, and he just apparently you need to give your husband a happy ending, and you need to be freaky with him if you're not being freaky with him already. Address it. Have a conversation.
Have a conversation, or here, this is even better. Go get yourself a burner phone, buddy. Just go get yourself a burner phone.
Honey's like, fuck the conversation. Just be smarter about your stupidity.
I'm not saying all guys need to go out there and be sneaky, but just think it out. Think it out. Don't be stupid. Maybe you are curious, maybe he's always been a good guy and, he just, he's thought, hey, let me go do this. So Google, who knows? It could have been for work too. No, I'm just trying to protect this guy. That's all I'm doing.
Look, you want to go and you want to get a side piece, that's fine. But make sure that your significant other is aware of it, because STDs and STIs exist. And you can give those to your significant other that supposedly love enough to hide all this shit from, because you don't want to leave that person or you're fucking lazy. But if you're gonna fuck around on your significant other, have a conversation. They don't deserve to get an STI.
I'm just kidding, Jenny. Jennifer. I mean, Jennifer, you too, and Becky. Yeah, okay. I'm just kidding. Don't get burner. If you need to go get a burner phone, maybe you shouldn't be in a marriage or a relationship.
Yeah, don't get burned and don't get a burner phone.
Yeah. I mean, Deana, what is your weird news? Hit us with it while I sip on Mike's iced tea.
There's a woman in Texas that won the worst day in the world lottery.
Woo! Poor lady.
She was mowing her lawn, and a snake attacked her. A snake was dropped by a hawk on her, and this hawk came back to retrieve the snake. This poor woman got bit by a rattlesnake and then clawed the fuck up by a falcon.
That is insane,
isn't it?
Could you imagine?
It was terrifying. Just outside doing some yard work, and the worst day ever happens all at one time.
Hey,
did you say where she lived?
In Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Of course.
Unsurprising.
I mean, it would have only been less surprising if it was Florida, I guess.
Yeah, but I thought everybody in Texas carried.
This is true.
Yeah, I thought everybody in Texas carried a gun, so I'm.
I think her getting bit and attacked by a falcon. I don't think she had the ability to shoot anything at that moment. She would have been shooting in the air.
There's always time to shoot. Believe me, there's always time to shoot. Oh, poor lady.
Give up on life after that from Mark.
Did she have to go to the hospital?
Of course, she got bit by a rattlesnake.
She was bit by a venomous snake, and then
it was a venom. So
it was like a rattlesnake. Yeah, she got bit by a rattlesnake that was getting carried off by a hawk. The hawk dropped the snake on her, and then went oops and tried to retrieve it.
Yeah,
and this poor woman went, "What is my life right now?"
Yeah. I would have. Yeah, no, there's no way.
Can you imagine walking in your front door like, I just want to mow the lawn?
I just want to go outside.
PTSD. She's never gonna mow that fucking lawn again.
I'm hiring.
Could you imagine telling your husband, "I got bit by a snake that fell from the sky"?
And attacked by a falcon.
Can you imagine that 911 call?
Yeah. It's the end of days. It's the end of days.
Operator's going, yeah, sure.
Shit.
Oh my God. That's insane.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of people that you look at these stories sometimes when I'm reading them or I'm looking up for weird news, and there's some that I want to touch on, but it's just like, God damn, dude, really? I just, you start reading them, and it's just like, I want to share it, but I feel more sorry for them than I do, wanting to talk about the story because it's just so fucking horrible, man.
Well, there was one where a guy got attacked by a grizzly, and they said that the only thing that saved him is the fact that he laid face down and covered his head and didn't fight back at all. and the grizzly got bored with him and left. He didn't have the opportunity to get the bear spray. It just happened too fast. And he immediately got on the ground, put his hands over his head to protect his head. And the grizzly, I guess, beat him up a little bit. But then when he, he wasn't fighting back or anything, the grizzly bear got bored and took off. Now, if it was a black bear, that motherfucker will eat you. So know your bears before you do some shit like that. But yeah,
it depends on how hungry the bear is.
That's true. That's true. Well, we had out here in Turlock. It was a couple years ago where the guy's night security cameras kept going off. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? And he got up and he looked at his cameras. It was in Turlock, Bruce. And he had 195-pound fucking mountain lion on the hood of his fucking car.
Yep.
Just chilling on the hood of your car.
We've seen him down at the golf course.
Yeah, at the golf course. 195-pound mountain lion sitting on your, or whatever. I don't know. It's a mountain lion, right? I think they're shooting. Yeah.
The mountain lion.
Just sitting on the hood of your car.
Also known as a cougar.
The cougar.
But I mean, I've seen 195-pound cougars. There's nothing to play with. Oh, you mean the furry thing? Okay, yeah.
They're those you see what do you call it? Now I'm not going to name any names of cougar bars here in Modesto. Oh, the mindset that attracts women like crazy. We're going to put these to the test with the two ladies down below, guys. You ready? You ladies ready? You ready to be blown away?
Oh God.
Let me see I like number one. And I think personally myself, I think if all guys go in with this attitude, fuck it. I think it's brilliant. And that is, I want you, but I don't need you. I think, what do you think, guys? Bruce already thumbs up. Bruce has already gone thumbs up. I want you, but I don't need you attitude. So going in, is that attractive to you guys, you ladies? If a guy comes in and kind of has that attitude where I want you, but I really don't care if I go on with you or not.
I feel like that should be a relationship thing going in from the get-go. You don't need your partner. You want them. Sure, there's a venting and an emotional support system that goes on there, but you don't need that. You're okay without that, but it's nice to have that. That's all I'm saying.
Jen, I know you got something to say.
They're being what?
Oh, right. My dogs are being noisy right now. Becky said that my dogs were cute.
Oh, cute. I mean, you don't want to be with somebody who is needy. I mean, it's nice to need somebody to a degree, I think that becomes an emotional attachment over time. But initially, it is a good thing when it's not just a mindset, it's a way of being. So to see somebody independent, I could take care of myself. I don't necessarily need somebody else to be fulfilled, but I like your company. That could be nice. You don't want necessarily stalkers exist. They are real.
No, come on, man.
Work out. And when they don't work out, sometimes that could be a bit of a problem.
What's wrong with following you home? I just want to make sure you're safe.
Okay. Again, it depends on the circumstance. If you know the person is taking you home basically to drop you off, but if they're hiding and they're
that was an accident. Go ahead.
I'm like, no, if they're hiding it and they're following you like that, that's creepy as fuck.
All right. I mean, I have tried this. It kind of works because I learned my lesson. I mean, I talk about this story all the time, but I was in Pismo, and it's like right about a month after my separation, before my divorce, and I went out with a buddy. I think Bruce, you know this story, and whole new to the whole thing, the bar thing. I didn't go out to bars. I worked. I went home. I got up. I went back to work. I was married. So like I always was that guy like, hey, let me buy you a drink. So I was sitting at the bar and these two ladies come by and they overheard me and Joey were talking in Italian. We used to do that because it was just a good way to talk to ourselves without anybody else knowing what we're talking about. So they picked up on the fact that we were talking Italian. So they started talking Italian, which I thought was like fucking getting hit by lightning. For me, that's like getting hit by lightning the first month out, and like, oh my God, two women speaking Italian, two of us speaking Italian. And I made the biggest mistake by asking her if I could buy her a drink. And she went on this 5-minute rant that I don't need a man to buy me a drink. But I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the fuck did I just get my fucking self into, man? I was like, shit. Joey's like, you don't do that no more. I was like, all right, well, fuck, you could have told me that when I was coming in this fucking place. Not to say that. But yeah, I mean, it's just weird. I'm not like, I equate dating like being that used car salesman. What do you think, Kevin? You're selling yourself.
Sure. You know what? I've been on both sides of the situation. I've been the person that's been overly needy, and I've been the person that didn't want that. And it leads to people feeling like they're being smothered. Like that's how you become overly attached. That's how, it becomes a problem of not being able to separate and have your own time to yourself.
Yeah. Bruce, you're old school like me, right? You're asking her if you won't like to buy her a drink, right?
In the old days, the new days, no.
Yeah. So how should I approach her? Hey, yo, you buy me a drink.
The more liquor you put in me, the
freakier this Sicilian guy gets right here.
No, I don't know. The women just seem to get freaked out about it, so I just don't even go through the.
It was a fucking wake up call for me. I was just like, okay, but again, I think it varies on location. I think in different areas that works, where you're asking to buy someone a drink, and like where I was, it was Pismo. Higher class group of people, higher class bar, tourists, a lot of tourists. Yeah, California is a bunch of fucking weirdos. But, I think like here, I've done that here. Fuck, me, I buy drinks all fucking time, Bruce. So I'm like, hey, let's do shots. And we're doing shots. I don't, if you want to be part of it, you're part of it, So, yeah, I mean, but going in with the mindset, like, I think it's good. I don't have nothing to prove to you. If you want to move forward, then we move forward. Otherwise, you know what? Move on down to the other end of the bar because there's always someone at the other end of the bar.
Where one person may say no, another person may say yes. There are some people that still will gracefully accept a drink from another person as long as you're watching it being made and nothing gets slipped into it.
Yeah, I don't touch. If I buy the drink, I don't touch the drink.
Exactly. So,
yeah, ladies,
it's
unfortunate that that's not always the case.
Yeah, ladies, we're all not Bill Cosby's. Just remember that we're all not all Bill Cosby's.
Yeah, not all, but unfortunately, a lot of stupid people ruined it for the rest of you. I miss chivalry. I really do. I would love for somebody to offer to buy me a drink, but it doesn't happen because everybody's scared because everybody me too'd everybody and it's,
because everybody the few beat down the many and they just they took it south, so nobody's
it always takes one idiot.
All right, I'm gonna put the voice up top on the spot. Kevin, your approach. Let me see. I'm gonna go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, you approach Jennifer at the bar. Sell Jennifer your first line. Jennifer's hardcore, so you better be good. Jennifer's hardcore, you better be good.
Oh my God, Jennifer, you're beautiful. Would you like to go out sometime?
Jen,
I just met you. I don't know what you're necessarily into, so let's have a conversation as to where we may have common ground.
Becky knows Jennifer, DNR.
I don't want to tell you my name. Let's just go.
No. No,
All right.
sorry. Thank you. I take it as a compliment, but I'm
All
sorry.
right. Let's help the guys out there. Why not to say beautiful right off the bat?
Oh, you can say beautiful. Absolutely. I said thank
I've
you.
learned
wasn't
that
the
is a
problem.
no-no.
It's cheesy. It's
It's
cheesy and lame.
it's gotten to where that you can't do that no more. You can't like
It's
you're
so
just
beautiful. Can you think of something more interesting?
Jesus, go right after our man Kevin. Kevin, we'll get her. We'll get her back. Don't worry, we'll get her back because we're gonna switch it around here on them here in a second.
I
All right.
think
Thanks, John. Just gave me enough rope to hang myself.
Yeah, I know. That's the host. That's the host's job. All right, Bruce. Deana's sitting at the end of the table there.
No.
First off, you to go. Well, I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you want to come up and you want to maybe compliment her hair or there's nice shoes she's wearing or a sporty jacket and compliment that.
her posture.
Yeah, not posture, but I mean, yeah. I mean, you want to compliment something about her, but not come off like, hey, beautiful or cheesy pickup line or something like that. Just something to break the ice, make her feel comfortable at ease that you're getting into a conversation and not just some lounge lizard,
Yeah.
working it.
Can you still use the? Didn't we go to high school together? That one's you can't use that one anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
No,
No.
ladies, that one doesn't work either
No.
anymore.
We're
Did we
into
go
it.
to high
Normally-
school together?
Normally, you want to come in with a compliment to break the ice, but not
Yeah.
necessarily a beautiful thing or,
Yeah, you can't.
You
Yeah,
have
careful with
lovely teeth. I'd love to
Yeah.
have a set like that someday.
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like I said, Becky said, just smile and say hello. Sometimes it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. I don't know the names of all of them, and I don't know exactly, which fragrance is which. But I like using God, what is that? What is that perfume? You smell amazing. I like because you guys just love talking about that shit,
Yeah.
and you could go
That's a
on for
good
like
line.
20 minutes. They could
Good
go on for 20 minutes talking about perfume.
Are
you
you
know?
wearing poison? Because you're killing me.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Lines are done. Lines are done. But I like
I
that.
mean,
Wow. And
can
you know how I
always-
use that line? I'm going to help you guys out there. And the way I use that line is I don't approach her with that line. I walk past her and then all of a sudden we stop and go, wow, that smells amazing. Like that wasn't my intent.
Yeah.
To her, she doesn't think it was my intent, but it was just me kind of like going, oh my God, what is that? Smells amazing. That's what is that? So she doesn't think that was my approach
And
from
of
the
course,
start.
she's secretly laughing because she passed gas, but
Oh, she does that. Yeah. Just keep walking. You just keep fucking walking. You
I have
just
a
keep
good
walking.
pickup line for anyone, and it could
All right.
very
Wait, you
well
get
work.
wait. Don't use it because you got to use it on one of us three up top. So yeah, we're gonna switch them around here.
No, I was talking
Gina.
about for women.
Well, okay. Well, no. Oh, yeah, I know. But we're gonna swap it on. We're gonna put it
Men
on
to
you
women.
guys because this is 2023. You guys are approaching guys at the bar, so I'm gonna swap it around. Deana, it's your chance to get back at Kevin. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck no, that's not fair.
All right, go Bruce. Go Bruce. I'll let you go, Bruce. Go ahead.
I don't like this either way. I have to do the pickup line now.
All right, me. All right,
I don't
me.
want to do the pickup line.
Hold on,
I like
hold on.
to be the guy that sits at the
Hold
bar
on.
and waits.
Let me make it look like at the bar. I'm at the bar. Look, I'm drinking my
wait,
drink. Go
John,
ahead.
peel the label. Stroke.
Oh, yeah. No, stroke it.
I do that. I peel the label.
That's right. It's the other way around. I don't want to be peeling no labels, Bruce. All right.
Yes.
You didn't see what kind of bar you were in.
Oh no.
Stroke it.
Lordy.
Stroke it. Go ahead,
Wait,
Deana. You can
So-
pick
so
either
I'm
one of us. It
thinking
doesn't
more.
matter. Go.
So if I was gonna throw out a pickup line to a guy, I mean, I don't know, I'm a girl. We're different. The situation is very different. I walk up to the bar and stick my ass out a little bit and say hi. That's the end.
That's why it's so easy for them. That's the thing that I
All I
think
gotta
a
do is
lot of
stick her
guys
ass out,
forget.
right?
All you gotta do is stick your ass out a little
Well,
bit.
I think guys forget that part. I mean, it's
So,
just
so I'm going to be at the bar now looking for the first girl to stick her ass out.
It is so
There you
easy for them
She wants
because,
me.
like, okay, I'm not going to pretend like there aren't guys that can just smile from the other end of the bar and just a flock of fucking women come to them. I'm not that guy. Okay. I get that. But it's so easy for you guys with us because you just got to show us a little fucking attention. And we're fucking we are throwing fucking wood in the fire. It just went from like no hope to whole fucking God. Yeah. I mean, it sucks for us. It sucks because we can't do that. I mean, we're not all fucking
Well, I don't know, John. Maybe we should try that. Go walk in the bar, throw your ass out. See what happens.
If I sitting at one end of the bar, if I was sitting at one end of the bar and I was just sitting there smiling at someone, they would call the fucking police. They would call the police.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That dude's been staring at me for 15 minutes.
Yep. You're gonna have the cops throwing you up against the bar or security doing that. Going, oh, we got a weirdo.
Yeah, you show us a little shoulder, it's fucking game over. We'll buy you a house, buy you a car, fucking summer home in the fucking Hamptons. We'll do whatever we have to. But yeah, so it's not fair for you guys. Jennifer, Bruce is sitting at the end of the bar over there, man. He's not stroking his bottle, but he's leaving big tips. Go.
You kind of remind me of a cupcake.
Oh shit! There, that's Bruce. Bruce just bought you a summer home.
Oh Lord.
That's how easy it is for you guys. Yeah, that's it. That's all they have to do to us, and we're just
right. And
yeah,
the guy's gonna be sitting there. The guy's gonna sit there going, "What the hell?"
No, I mean, listen to it all. You remind me of a cupcake. I bet you taste delicious too.
Oh, there.
Oh shit!
I was waiting for the last line.
Jesus Christ!
Going, what?
Jesus!
We can't do that. We can't. I couldn't go up to you. You'd have me arrested. You would have the bouncer throw me out of the club. You would have the bouncer literally throw us out of the club.
See,
you tell that to a guy at a bar. He's not standing up for 30 minutes.
I would say that to a man or a woman, and I would completely get away with it.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah,
all right, so let's approach.
It's just not the same ground rules.
Right. The rules aren't the same. The rules aren't the same. So it's difficult.
Yes, you are, Becky.
So I mean, I like that idea. I like the idea of going in with no intentions, and I think it helps if you get shot down. You're not going to be so discouraged and so you're like, I'm fucking done. I'm going home, on the first try. Yeah, I think if you more relaxed, go in there with no expectations, and then guys, all right, they're not going to sleep with you. So stop thinking about going straight to fucking bed with them. I think that helps. That expectation of like, I'm going to get, I love this. And this is early on, not today, but like way back in the days, it was just like, I'm going to get laid tonight. I remember guys saying that, I'm going to get laid tonight. It's like, you already fucked yourself by just saying that. You know what I mean? Forget that. Don't go in with those.
When they were younger, depending on, I mean, we grew up in Modesto, so the clubs there was a time where they went out and it was sometimes for a hookup. And what they do is that they would go after their first picks. And as the night goes on, they'll continue to check out. And usually if they don't get any of their good picks, they end up going home with Butterface or,
where's that chick that's always at the end of the bar at 1:45 a.m. on last call?
It's called, hey Johnny, it's called whiskey glasses.
No, it's called being horny and not giving a fuck after a little while. So
it's the one where you have to stop at 7-Eleven and buy a package of condoms. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to get that. Don't send any hate mail. Don't send any
condoms anyways. You shouldn't be having.
You better be wearing them. But
unless you are in a monogamous relationship and you've both been tested and you've had that conversation.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Did you have
All
that?
right.
You have that STD screening chart on your.
Yeah,
As you come in the front door, it's mounted on the
Just
wall.
when they walk into your house,
You're gonna
point to the
sign
wall.
right here, fingerprint
Point-
there, and I
Yeah,
want your
yeah.
fucking
No,
results.
you just have the list, and you tell when they walk in, you tell them to point to which ones they have, so you know which sort of protection you need at that point in time.
No, doctor's results before there is any skin to skin.
Jesus. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So go in there. Don't go. Just be confident. I think confidence is very sexy to women, right, guys? That's very sexy to women. So be confident. Let's see here. What values can I give her, or what values can I give here? I guess that's what they're trying to write here. Let me make sure I got this right. All right, let me go back here. That's ending a relationship, John. We don't want that one. If it's meant to happen, then there's nothing in the world that I could do to mess it up. And if it's not meant to be, then there's nothing in the world I could do to make it work. That is a mindset. Look at Jen shaking her fucking head. No. Not a good mindset?
No.
Why not? Guys, what do you think, guys? Good. Bruce, thumbs up. Kevin, thumbs up.
I think that's the same mindset as the last one we just talked about, just worded differently. So,
yes, it is, Becky. Yeah, I know. I need to take the white cross down. That's right there during the show because it kind of doesn't make sense. Behind me.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kevin. Say that again.
It's I said mine already. I don't remember what it was. More. I said it's the same mindset as the last one. It's just worded differently.
It's kind of the same mindset, just kind of going, hey, if it's going to fucking happen, it's going to happen. If not, see you. Move on to the next. I mean, it's pretty much this. We're simple. That's what I think. All these tests on men or mindsets or surveys or polls that we do, we're like the simplest fucking creature on earth. You know,
you just ask the question. You want to have sex? Yes.
Yeah. I think we're like fucking one molecule away from being fucking ants. You point us in the fucking if the sugar is over there, we're gonna go to the sugar, and we don't care.
Of course you will.
Huh?
Of course you will.
Yeah, I mean we're simple. It's like that's what I always try to let everybody. There's no competition mindset. I like that, and I think some guys, going in. I think what they're talking about with this one is not trying to up her during the conversation. It's like, don't. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. You don't want her to
like bragging, really. But.
Yeah, I work at blah blah blah. I make this much money. I could see where some women might like that. They want all that shit all up front. But I can see where some women will be like, I don't give a shit if you work at Gallo. I don't give a shit how much you make an hour. I don't give a shit what kind of car you drive. I want to know
I think what they mean by that, if it went up her, is that she tells you something about like she had a promotion or a good review, and you're not able to necessarily compliment her without making what's happened to you seem better. In some way. Oh, great! You got a promotion. You got a 2% raise.
You know what I always say when they say that?
I got a 5% raise. Yeah, it's just so.
You know what I like to say when they talk about how they got a promotion or a raise? The first thing I say, well, it's always less than what a man makes.
Okay, because that's always a wonderful thing that women want to hear.
Send your hate mail too.
It's not like we don't know these things already, that we can do something just as good and maybe
I love getting
better.
her angry. I love getting those two angry now.
No, because it's just fair, right? It's just fair.
What does Becky say? Becky shares a lot of knowledge on the show. The ones who always went up. Yeah.
I thought you wanted you guys to be cocky.
Yeah. See that? But again, you have to be kind of semi-careful with that one. You don't. I don't know. I've given up at this point. I think we should all just have some like piece of paper that we all just take to a bar, and it just has like all our stats on it, just kind of like a football, baseball card. It's just the stats. all her stats, like married from 93 to 97, 3 kids, then just all the stats, like, and all your STDs, everything, where you lived, how much money you made last year.
There's an easy way to do it, John. You carry 2 signs, right? Swipe left, swipe right.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. No, I think
You
don't
hold it
steal
up.
my idea. Internet,
hold
don't
it up.
steal my idea out there.
You
But
know, if you got a chance when it's a swipe right, if it's a swipe left, just walk away.
I think we should have
Just bring
fucking
your
dating cards.
resume and
Dating card. No, dating cards with take a nice profile picture, just like a baseball card. Have a nice
have your
profile picture, just
your
kind of
blood
like
type on it, just in case
your
the other
blood
person
type,
needs an organ or
fucking
something.
all your stats, if you got a 10-inch penis, says 10-inch penis, well, all that stuff, just
But
like
you also
written.
have to put on it that whether or not it works, because just because you have
Right,
a 10-inch penis doesn't
yeah.
mean that it works.
You can have like little stars for how many Viagras you need a month or something like that. I mean,
you put like dick pics on request or something, but
no, and just you go to the bar, you don't even have to talk to each other. Just hand her the card. They used to do that in the 80s, right? Everybody was handing each other business cards, right? Hey, this is where I work. Yeah, this is where I work. We didn't ask for phone numbers.
Not the same thing.
Yeah, but just the picture of yourself and all your fucking career stats.
Now you're just doing online dating in real life.
That's it. That's it. There's no bullshit. There's no bullshit.
Becky,
there's no fake profile picture.
Average lover.
Likes long walks on the beach.
Yeah, nice. That's on every fucking penthouse fucking letter or whatever, penthouse about the model. Like walks on the beach at night, and like every guy's like, no, you don't. You've been on a fucking don't.
Most gals get on the beach and go, oh, there's too much sand.
It's either that or they need to get more detailed. Or they need to get more detailed information during these online things. I think they need to up their game on these online dating sites. Start listing shit like that, man. Make them list it so they've got all that information. They're gonna lie anyway, but
nobody's gonna read that shit. Nobody's gonna read anything that long.
I think people should, depending on the situation, the scenario, get a little ridiculous with it. Tell them that you'll gobble their knob as long as they'll eat your taco. Just be honest about stuff. There are certain things. There are certain things that people are willing to do, and there's certain things that they're not willing to do. On these profiles, I mean, that all that other stuff is old. That's old days. People are advertising certain things about themselves sexually, and I am all for it.
I think you need business cards.
Getting married and hiring prostitutes.
There you go. Exactly. I want
to learn how to lie about it. And learn how to lie about it.
No,
lie your ass off about it.
I erased my search history.
Yeah.
The internet is forever.
Yeah, people don't need to learn that one too. People need to learn that too. You're only a few clicks away from learning everybody's stuff.
Here's a little tidbit for all of our listeners and viewers. If your significant other has WhatsApp on their phone and they're using that type of messaging service, they could very well be having interesting conversations with other people that is being wiped out, and you will never know. So ask yourself why WhatsApp is really needed when we have all of these other platforms.
But I got you right here, Jennifer, because a lot of corporations are using the WhatsApp app with their employees.
Because okay, but that's one thing. You aren't a corporation, motherfucker. Why do you have WhatsApp on your phone?
GroupMe is another big corporate fucking app because you can put every single employee into one chat box or one chat room. So if you have like 150, 200 employees, you can all put them in one chat room. A lot of companies use it, so you can get away with. There's ways around that.
Though, but it doesn't. I
guess if your husband's working at Taco Bell, yes, he shouldn't have fucking WhatsApp app. He's not using it for corporate fucking Jack in a Box chat.
There are so many other chats. If you're going to be shady, you're using WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is big. It's a big app. You can make phone calls, chats. You can
calls, everything, and there's no record of it.
Yeah, you can it'll delete itself. So it's a great little app for getting around your
For
wife.
sneaky shit.
Oh, I mean, not your wife, but
And the scammers use it.
Yeah. Oh man. So that's it for the 3 mindsets to approach making women feel like crazy. I all 3 of them don't make any fucking sense to me. I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm 55 years old and I can look down in a bar and I can tell whether you got it or you don't got it.
What did they got, Johnny?
When guys knowing if they even have a shot. It's either I can look at certain guys and go, they're just there.
I'm going to take you home tonight, big boy.
I mean, you can tell the guys that are just smooth. They're smooth. They've been smooth fucking since high school all the way until whatever age they are. And there's guys that really got to work hard for it. And then there's just, so I don't know. I mean, it's just everybody has a different approach. Everybody has a different way of just, making that first initial hello. It's difficult. That first hello is really hard. It is really hard, especially when you're in a bar or even any place like that, because it's just like it's you against 50 fucking other guys, and then and it's always a sausage fest. There's like 8 girls and 67 fucking guys in a bar. What are your fucking odds?
Well, that's very telling.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we can't walk around and I'm not going to go walk up to her and just stick my ass out like you guys and go, whoa,
If
Can you imagine that?
Might get
just walk up to her at the bar and just go.
You might get arrested too.
My ass is good in these jeans.
Just walk up to her and say, I can tie a cherry stem with my tongue. Yeah, right. Oh, you women!
I type at 200 words per minute.
Yeah. I just got back from the gym and I bench pressed 225 pounds. Where are you gonna work? Where it's not gonna work.
I like that. I can type without looking at the keys.
I do, and I'm going to ask the guys. I really do enjoy here lately as I've gotten older, and I think it's a little bit of I'm going to go mid 40s up. I love the fact that today they're approaching us. I like that, right? Don't you, Bruce and Kevin? Has that been happening to you a little bit more?
There's blank faces.
No, Bruce,
I don't go anywhere. So,
Bruce, I know I've been out with Bruce. I mean, they come to talk to you a lot more than we had to before, where we had to be that.
He's oblivious to it.
Huh? Say that again.
I just
He's
think
oblivious.
they're just being friendly.
They don't want to sleep with you, Bruce. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. They're just being friendly.
No. I know, which is good because that's what's going to start the conversation. Because she feels safe enough to approach you to communicate with you is a big deal.
Especially when I invite over for milk and cookies. So
yeah. You guys your overnight bag in the trunk of your car? No, okay. No, I like that. I think because it is a little bit more difficult for us. We have a lot of things going on that we're afraid that could happen. Not just the no, but the slap in the face. You might say something stupid, get arrested, get kicked out of the bar. There might be a boyfriend you didn't know. Is she there by herself? Maybe a guy's. There's all this shit just weighing down on us.
Or maybe you're lucky and she's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, then it's a threesome and you just fucking had the best night of your life.
That doesn't automatically mean a threesome. Oh my God.
Very far-fetched plan.
If I had the bell, I'd be dinging it right now. I'd be like ding 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 ding. It's like yes.
Yeah, I had a weird night like that at a bar once. So yeah, it can happen.
I'm at this point where I would, if that would have happened to me, I would tell him, could we take shifts? We'd go first hour, second hour.
Well, it didn't actually happen, but it could have happened. But the third girl was so drunk, the lizards, the bar lizards started attacking. And literally, if you guys have seen this in a bar, right, where a gal gets liquored up enough that she
all the predators come out.
The predators come out, right? so I'm with the date,
freaks come out
and
at
I'm
night.
trying to keep an eye on the
Freaks
girl
come
because I
out
know
at
she's liquored
night.
up, and I know the predators,
Freaks come
like
out at
wolves,
night.
are starting to circle.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah. And he's like,
and that's horrible.
It is horrible. And
Oh,
I'm
don't
watching
make fun
it
of
happen.
Native
It's like I
Americans.
couldn't do a
Don't make
damn
fun of
thing
the Native
about it.
Americans.
She wasn't
And
my
yeah,
date.
Johnny, you're over there just
Yeah,
no.
don't make fun of Native Americans. They'll buy my property and turn it into a casino. So
Yeah, so I was
helpless.
helpless. It wasn't my date, and it was just somebody I met while I was
Yeah.
on the date,
yeah,
and yeah, she was interested,
yeah.
but
I would.
yeah,
I'd
it's
have to
just
pop
like
a whole bottle of
I had to
Viagra
let
for
the
that, right?
whole thing collapse. So
They collapsed. The tent collapsed. The rod holding the tent collapsed.
yeah.
All right,
So
let me go into this one.
instead of 2 overnight bags, only had one.
Yeah. Let's go into how to end a relationship. Number one, think over what you want and why you want it. Take time to consider your feelings and the reasons for your decision. This is before you even talk to her. Is that all pretty good information, guys?
Or him.
Or him, yeah.
Yes.
We're usually the ones breaking up with you guys, but yeah, I get where you're
If
going.
you say so.
Sure.
That's how that works.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Dumping your ass.
Kevin, are you thinking about all that stuff before you go and talk to her?
100%. 100%. I mean, not only is that something you got to think about, but like that's like the bare minimum of being mature about a breakup.
Bruce, how about you, man? I know it's been a while since you kicked. Well, you just kind of send them on their way in the morning, but
Just kick him out of bed, give him a coffee.
he doesn't even do coffee anymore.
You can keep
No,
the
I'm kidding.
toothbrush.
You can validate at the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah, we validated the door.
Bruce,
You can keep the toothbrush.
Bruce has got a little punch card, and he'll go, "You're one punch away from a free sandwich."
I got a little gift bag for him once they send him on the way.
Congratulations on
various,
your 15th
with
visit.
various soaps and lotions.
Toothbrush.
Lube.
Lube.
Little bundle of mouthwash,
Yeah, I think that's
Mint.
important.
No,
I
it's
think you
important.
should-
It's definitely important. You want to think it through. Think what you're going to say, what you do, what your reasons are,
Yeah.
and then hope that she doesn't have a gun or a knife or
Yeah.
something to take you out after you do all that.
Well, let me. Yeah, location. No, let me.
Hey, Becky got it right. So that mindset attracts women. No. Yeah, women are crazy if you're the one dumping them sometimes. So
Yeah. Well, let me ask the ladies this question: would I'm not being an asshole, internet, but would you be upset if he had like fucking Cliff Notes while he was doing this? If he pulled out Cliff Notes, would you be like
I
he's
know.
following a list?
Actually, very quite understanding of that because
Okay.
I would probably also have to have Cliff Notes too.
Well, you don't know it's coming. So
I'm just saying, if I was breaking up with somebody, I would
Right.
have a
Oh,
list
okay.
of
Yeah,
reasons
you're having
also.
yeah.
no, I
You
think
cool with that,
I
Jeff?
think because I've discovered when
Notes
that
for
happens,
what?
the woman is on the more of emotional side.
Not crib notes, Cliff
Yeah.
Notes.
Yeah, I think you get like the emotional response. So you might come in with it level-headed
Right.
stuff, but you're going to get the emotional response back. So expect it.
Right.
it's-
That's where I was going with the fact of having like show notes, Cliff Notes. Like I use show notes all the time when I'm reading this, when I'm doing this show. I'm looking at, and I think it's safe what Bruce is saying. It keeps you away from going into saying something maybe you didn't want to say, because if you stick with your notes, you're not going to call her the C word or something else that may come back to
Well, unless you've got
don't
that on
do
the
that.
notes, but
I mean, if you really want to break up with her real fast, throw the C word out.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
no. You may not leave with all your parts, but yeah.
That's a debatable chance you have to be willing to take.
Yeah. So you, Jennifer, you're cool with the guy if he just kind of like sits you down And all of a sudden he pulls out his cliff notes that are already like fucking laminated and shit. Like he knows shit's gonna be thrown at him, so he had the cliff notes laminated.
See, the thing is with me, I'm a different breed. You know that. If you're gonna go ahead and do that, I've gone through situations where a guy has been like, I'm not ready for a relationship. And I was like, okay, thank you for
Yeah,
being
yeah.
honest. And I appreciate it. Thank you for introducing me to some new places. I wish you the best. I'm not trying to be your friend. So this is it, so it's
I
that
know you
simple.
too well, Jen. I know you too well. I know you too well that I know that if yes, that's probably has happened, but I know you come from the mean streets of Tahiti in Modesto, and you will scratch a bitch's eyes out if you had to.
No, actually, violence is not the answer for me
No,
unless
I
you're coming
know.
at me and then I'm
Maybe when
taking
we're
out your knees
younger.
and I'm fucking you up. But
Maybe when we're younger.
my dad
Maybe when
always
we're
taught
young.
me, if you fight is not fair. You get an equalizer. You do what you got to do.
You do
But
what you
no,
do.
I'm not trying to be physical with anyone. If
No.
someone's coming to me and they have a list of reasons why they can't or shouldn't be with me, I'm going to believe them because I've
Yeah.
learned from people that you should believe someone when they tell you who they are or when
Yeah.
they show you who they are. I've talked people out of dating me. I've made them think it was their idea when I planted the seed, and
I've done
I
that
told
too.
them
I did
why
that
it was
too.
a bad idea to date me because
It
of
was
these
great.
particular reasons, and that
I
I
was
would
like, it fucking
understand if
worked.
they wanted to date other people because A, B, and C. And I've had literally people crying in front of me as they're
Yeah.
trying to think they're breaking up with me, and I'm actually helping them do it.
Yeah, I think too. I think like when you're deciding this breakup, I think like well, you guys either agree or disagree with me, guys up there, but you kind of have an idea how she's going to react, right? You
Mostly.
already kind of
Could be
put it in your
surprised.
head. Yeah, you're already like, cause like fucking, should I wear a cup? Should I fucking wear an extra jacket? Should I fucking bring an extra pair of pants with me? I mean,
Maybe in
that's how
public.
guys are. That's how we are. I mean, that's how I am. Like if I'm going to break up with somebody, I'm going to kind of judge this person's
On the other side of a locked door.
yeah, I kind of want to know because if you've been with someone long enough, you kind of know how they're going to react to certain situations. And if you feel that they are in a state of mind that this relationship is just amazing and it's going well, but it's not, that makes your the way you're approaching this person a lot different. You're not going in. You're going to go in a little sweeter, a little nicer. You may change a couple F-bombs, take them out of your cliff notes,
or
put different words in there.
Whether you should put your full body armor or not.
So yeah, I think it's really important how you just to know who you're breaking up with, but just she might be the sweetest person in the world, but if she thinks or he thinks that the relationship is just amazing, it's the best thing that's ever happened to her or him, you might have we're not kidding. It could be a fucking 6-hour marathon just trying to break up with her.
Yep, been there. Don't sleep that whole night because you can't get her out of your apartment till the let me tell you.
Number two, think about, this is good advice. Think about what y'all, I hate that when people write it that way. Think about what y'all say and how the other person might react. So kind of like what I was just saying, maybe do it in front of the mirror and you do both people. Okay. I think we're going to break up. Fuck you, bitch. I love you. No.
Don't go.
Don't go. No.
I'm pregnant. No.
But I love you. Yeah, that one comes up.
That's terrible.
Wait, you got
you're not.
You got all rehearsed, and then she drops the bomb on you. Want to have sex? You go, yeah, okay, we'll do the notes later.
No, we could take.
Oh, Lord.
That one makes me laugh because I've known people that have used that fucking timeout thing, and I'm like, dude, all you're doing
the whole
is
timeout
building.
That's a soft breakup. It's like a soft opening at a store.
No, you're doing with that timeout is just putting more fucking fire in there, just putting more wood in that fucking thing, and then it's just and then you're gonna be thinking it's a great day. You're walking through fucking Home Depot, and she just snaps. It all just fucking goes down at Home Depot, and you end up fucking arrested. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so think about what you're going to say. It's smart. I think Cliff Notes again. Cliff Notes. Have your Cliff Notes ready. You know, this, and this is reason why, and you know.
Make sure to mention every bad habit you have and everything. Make shit up if you need to. If
Soften
you
the
need to
blow.
break
See,
up and you can't be
yeah,
Oh
together,
my God.
convince them why
no,
you
she's
shouldn't
right
be
because there
together.
are some women that like if you not women, just even guys too. Because let's be honest, guys will say
Yes.
these too. Because guys will be like, if you were saying, well, you know, you do this and this and this, and it drives me crazy, and I just can't handle it anymore. What's her first response is going to be, I can change, I can do this, I
I
can
can
do this
work
better.
on that.
So
You know,
now
that's
you're put in that
reasonable.
corner, like, okay, can she change? Will she change? This is so now you're going to have to like maybe really kind of think about, but have a response for that. No, you can change. You know, I've seen it. You can't. This is not going to work. But just having it sucks, man. It's just why can't it just be like email? Just email. I would love just to break up with somebody with an email. Just fucking, you know, it's just not going to work.
Okay, until
Subject,
you're on the
Not
subject.
very personal. It's
Until
very
God.
rude, but
until
it's
you're
not
on the receiving
impossible.
Go.
side
All
of
right,
that.
I'm gonna
Do
ask all
it.
three of you guys. Ready? Or all of you, all four of you. All right, you're sending her the breakup email, Kevin. What does in the subject say? Because you know you're gonna be creative because you got to get her to read it. What's in the subject?
Free coach bag?
Say that again.
Free
Free
coach
tote bag.
bag.
Oh, free tote bag.
Thank you for your time. Here's your
Click.
parting gift.
Click. What's the subject line for you, Bruce?
Yeah, I just like
You got to
more of a-
put something in there. She's not going to open it.
it's more
you
of
know.
a ghost thing. You just kind of ignore them,
I
block them,
can know what I can see. I can see
change your
Bruce
phone
putting in
number.
I can see what I can see Bruce putting in the subject line. Saudi Prince needs your help.
Wait, your car warranty is expiring. Yeah,
Zena,
they will never
Zena.
open up that email.
Yeah.
You know,
Zena,
because your car
what's
warranty
going in?
expired. By the way, I broke up with you, but they'll delete it before they even
In
read
the
it.
email?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up with the
I'm
dude
breaking
via
up via
email.
email?
Yeah.
Dear sorry party that is receiving this message.
Subject line? Damn.
Unfortunately,
Jesus
it's come
Christ.
to my attention that the tenure of the situation is no longer.
Are you opening that email with to whom it may concern?
Yeah, to
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. If you're gonna do an email, you might as well be a dick
Your
about it.
your
All
position
you-
your
well,
position has been terminated.
all you would have to do for
Position
all you
has
would
been
have to
filled
do
by
for
other
guys,
parties, unfortunately.
all you would have to do for guys is just write mom. Just write mom up there because every guy's opening up an email from mom. So if you were just to put mom up there, I'm opening it.
That's evil.
We know it works.
Manipulative. I am not that person.
Hey, you got to get them to open it. That's the whole trick. Remember, it's to get the guy to open the email. Go ahead,
What's
Jen.
on the subject of that email?
The
Our
subject line.
tenure.
Okay.
In the subject line.
Would be your test results.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And in the body, it would be, something as simple as, I don't want to date you anymore. Sorry. Best of luck.
Oh, shit. The test results would get me to open that fucking email. That's all I'm saying.
Your test results. You don't know if you took some online thing. You don't know if it's coming from something else. Your test results.
Sorry,
your
your
results
services
are negative.
Your services are no longer needed.
No longer needed. Oh,
You did
poor
not pass the
bastard.
test. Sorry.
Yeah, make it a lot easier. No, I mean, all right. I've always been the face-to-face guy. I think everybody deserves the face-to-face. I think that's just the only way, unless you're threatened by the person. Then I get it.
Yeah.
Sending a text or a phone call or whatever. But then again, is if you're also threatened by that person, you could always do it in a public place, which kind of sucks. But at least you know you did it with some class and you're safe. You're around other people, whatnot.
Isn't required in a breakup.
Because I think every town, am I right about this one? Every town has a place that everybody goes to break up with people. Isn't there a restaurant? Every restaurant,
Yeah.
isn't there a town that has a restaurant that's like poor restaurant too? What are they known for? Not the food, not the atmosphere. No, this is where everybody goes to break up.
You'll have to send me that, John, because I don't
Atmosphere.
know that about that. Where in Modesto that is. Yet.
Any
I'm trying to think
center,
what that. Yeah. But there's
No,
always
it's Villa DeCarlo.
yeah, there's always that place. Every town has one. Yeah, it's in the back, and it's like in a dark corner room thing. Low light, candlelight, just in case you need to escape.
It's not like Yellowstone, the train station, then, right?
Yeah. Can you? Yeah. And that's the other thing. Good that you brought that up, because I've seen people that have done this in the wrong places. Like they weren't going in to doing it at that present time, but like
at church.
Yeah, like you brought up, like if you're at Yosemite and you're there on a day trip, don't fucking break up with somebody while you're at Yosemite.
You got to drive
and
home.
he's your ride home.
They're gonna push you off the fucking ledge. No.
Well, that too. I mean, he could push you off. He could kill you out in the woods. But I'm just saying, don't do it somewhere. I know sometimes it's spontaneous. As shit happens, and you just had enough. But at least wait till you get home.
Yeah, wait till you're home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't wait till you don't 6 hour drive from home.
Yeah, don't start an argument when you're in a high place. So
and if she's in the kitchen sharpening the knives, don't bring it up.
That's not a good place to start it. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's in the living room fucking cleaning his guns, don't do it. Wait till he puts it away. Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is this, number 3? Of course, have good intentions. Yeah, I mean, everyone fucking have good intentions. No, everyone goes in with bad intentions when they want to break up, right? I mean, it's like you just, right. That's
I want to fucking ruin this person's life.
Yeah, good intentions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good
fucking
for one,
this.
bad for the other. So
Yeah, exactly. It's very seldom where both parties just get up, shake hands, and say it was great, it was fun, goodbye. I mean, I've had a few of those. It's been great. Fucking, it's over. It's over.
I've
just
been like that.
Yeah, I mean, those are but. Like that situation where when you're in that, you also kind of know, like, okay, this could still be a friend. And it's a little bit of a different approach to the way you're going to break that relationship up.
Did we lose
to where you
Facebook, or
still
did we lose Facebook?
Yeah, I mean, where you have that, I hate saying it, but kind of like that Elaine and Jerry kind of relationship where
Sex
they,
was a show.
huh?
That was a show, and it's scripted.
No, because I know several people that are like that, Jen. I know several people that have dated for like a year, 2 years. They broke up, and they're good friends. They hang out still. They don't do a lot of stuff together, but they could.
Okay, because I'm like, there's platonic, and there are friendships that survive, but I've also had guys try to stay friends with me and then try to continue to have sex and do the whole no strings attached or friends with benefits. And I'm like, no, that's not it. If you be my friend and understand that that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
And that's that, because otherwise it just causes issues.
Let me test the BS show page. Make sure that didn't get cut off here. Hold on.
I just didn't see any Becky comments just cut off. Like
Becky just okay.
Like
I just typed hello. There it goes. It's still working. Hey, that dude John Troncalli said hello. Hello, you sexy bastard. You. Let me see. What's the next one? Oh, be honest. Oh, wait. We did have good intentions. Oh, be honest and don't be brutal. Bruce, don't be so fucking mean, Bruce. And Kevin.
I thought the gift bag was a good idea.
Don't be mean. Don't tell her hair's too short and her ass stinks. And no, I'm kidding.
Just lie. Get out of there. Just lie.
Get out of there. Toby agrees with you.
It's me, not you.
Can you still use
it's me, not you.
It's
Still
me, it's
use-
not you. Yeah.
Can you technically still use that one today, though?
Yeah.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
I've
Kevin,
tried.
would you use that today?
100%. And you'd say it different. But yeah, it's still the same thing. It's always the same thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
tell the people
Yeah.
it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's not got nothing to do with
Not
you. I'm
it's
sorry
just-
that it
it's
didn't
just
work
me.
out. We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's things I need to do in my life, and I just want to
Yeah.
drag you through it, and da 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 da.
I really need to take some time and work on
Right.
myself.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh, I
I've
love
had
that one.
before.
I love
Yeah.
that
I've
one,
had
Kevin.
that one said
I
to
need
me
to work on
before.
me.
I've
And
had
then I
that one,
said them,
and I've
I-
said that one.
Yeah.
I've
I
had
need to
somebody
work on
tell me
me.
that they needed to find themselves, and
There
I told
you
them
go.
if they
There
are
you go.
lost at 46,
That's
they
be-
will
Yeah.
never find
Yeah.
themselves.
Oh,
And
Just because it's a line doesn't make it a lie.
Somehow I got the map turned around, and I'm supposed
he
to be going
found
that
himself
way.
very
You know.
quickly thereafter
Yeah.
and realized that he fucked up. And I was like, no, you need to find yourself. I hope
Yeah.
that journey suits
I
you
just
well.
say it. Just be straight up. Hey, look, man, I want to fuck other women. I need to
Good
move
for
on.
you. Is your brother
I mean, that doesn't
single?
work.
No.
Send hate mail to right down there.
Hey, Johnny.
That doesn't work when you're sitting across the table saying, "I think you're a psychopath, and I have to get
Nope.
away from you."
Yeah, that's fine. See, and then
Johnny-
I shake her
Johnny,
hand and go,
This town is not that big.
yeah. It's just, and I
Just
get it. I
just
mean,
recommend a therapist and
we've
certain
all
medications.
been,
They
yeah.
might.
It's tough. It's tough because I know, like all of us have been in relationships that we have really worked really hard on, and we thought it was just going great, and then it just we're not like
It's me, it's not you.
yeah. You know the thing, like okay, like
It's you,
I've
not
like.
me.
One of the funniest things of Seinfeld, this show Seinfeld, was the stupid reasons that Jerry and George would break up with these women because she ate her peas with a fork. It's just, and I'm like, those like made me laugh because it's just like, there possibly can't be people out there that are like that. Like,
Yes, there
can't-
are.
I couldn't. I
Oh
just,
God, 100% there are.
that's insane to me.
No, I
It's
was dating a
insane.
gal that when she talked, her jaw went like all over the place, right? She was
So,
cute, but whenever she talked, it was like like a rock'em sock'em robot. You punch him and the jaw goes off to one side or the other, and it was like it just like it was just like
That'd have been difficult.
it just
It's
yeah, it just
difficult.
bugged me.
hell
Yeah.
of a blowjob, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everything else was good except when she talked. It was like
Well,
Stop talking.
let me ask Kevin. I'll go with Kevin, and we'll work our way down. Of a scale of 1 to 100, how honest? How honest should you be when breaking up?
I'm gonna go anywhere from 0 to 27.
27. That's good number because you don't want to. For us, we have to be really careful how honest we are because again,
You can't. You're never gonna get anywhere good by being 100% honest
yeah.
during
You
a breakup.
You cannot give her 100% of her fault and expect that she's not going to. Yeah, exactly. All right, how about you, Bruce? You're brutally honest, 100%, or you don't 50?
49.2572.
I'll go just as far as before calling you the C word. That's after
Not
50.
Not getting to 50.
What is
You're not
with
getting to
you-
50%, but you're getting close.
You're getting close, baby. All right, Dina.
Half
How
truth,
honest
John,
are you going to
half
be?
truth.
Yeah.
80%?
How honest?
I'm all
80.
about a white lie, but if you're trying to have a legit conversation with somebody, you need to be freaking honest with them.
Well, okay. And I'm going to go ahead before I respond to that. I'll ask Jennifer. Jennifer.
Me, I mean, I don't beat around the bush with regards to certain things. I'm not going to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to tell you the truth about why I don't want to date you anymore, or I think we shouldn't date each other anymore. I would be honest. I wouldn't be hurtful. There's a difference. You can be honest with somebody and not hurtful. You can say what you need to say.
Well, how do you say nicely, I don't want to sleep with you anymore because you're gross?
Okay, well, we both of us have different hygiene rituals, and they don't necessarily work for both of us the same way. And I am about being a, smell good, feel good kind of person. And your habits are just a little too much for me. I'm sure that's what makes you comfortable, but it doesn't make me comfortable.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, you don't. Yeah, go ahead, Bruce. What were
I
you saying?
always like the famous line in that movie. You can't handle the truth.
Right. Yep. Well, to me, you get to that point, like you want to be honest, but you, again, like Jennifer and Deana, you don't want to hurt their feelings because you kind of want it to end as quickly as possible because the more
Somebody, they had
feelings
horrible
hurting.
halitosis.
Yeah.
Horrible
People's-
halitosis.
Isn't that the disease or you have bad breath?
I had to tell this person, and he was simply not getting it. I was trying to be nice, and I even used an example.
I need more
personal
alcohol.
example. I used a personal example, and
Jen
I
had-
was like,
Jen had to
Eh.
take the gloves off after a while.
"Oh God!" And he just didn't
Oh
get
my
it.
God.
What I told him is, I said, I had a friend who had horrible tonsils, and those tonsils created these little crystallic balls of pus that smelled horrible, and it made her breath stink. And and she had to do A, B, and C about it, and he wasn't getting it because I was just like, "Oh my God, he's melting my face." But he didn't get it. I was trying to be nice, and I'm like, there's a lot of things you could do to help with bad breath and halitosis. And he was like, "Yeah, that must suck for her. That's really bad, awful." And I'm
So
like,
mean, Jen.
dude, and I'd offer him
Well,
gum.
all right, all right. Because let's be honest, it affects each of us a little differently. But I can't personally myself can't take seeing a woman cry. I mean, I'll just, if I'm like halfway through it, I'll just stop and I'll say, no, we can make it work out. This will be great. Let's try again. I'm
You've been
sorry.
out.
I'm an idiot.
Got it.
Let's do. Yeah. I'm that guy. I
Just let
cannot
everybody know
take,
that, Johnny. Just start
yeah,
crying.
I cannot take that. So I'm the type of guy that's would love to be able to do it with a text or an email, phone call. But if I am doing
Your
it,
vagina's too big. Bye.
if I'm doing it face to face, I want it to be done as quickly as possible. I want it done as quickly as possible. I'm going to be as honest as I possibly could be. I'm not going to be brutal. I'm not going to be an asshole or not going to do any of that. I'm just going to state it all out there. And I'm not going to give her a second to talk.
Oh man, he just puts a knife in and turns it.
We're not compatible.
I just,
Bye.
I'm going to dig it down in there. I'm going to put my hand over her mouth. I'm going to push it down in there. I'm going to twist it a little bit. No, I just want it to be done. I don't want to hear all, because you're going to cry, and they know that's just, to me. I can't handle that. I can't handle the crying. I will just lose it.
You need to toughen up, Buttercup.
No, it's just, it's just for me. It's just, I can't take a woman crying on a fucking movie. I can't. It just bugs me.
God.
So for me, I want to get it done. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to have my cliff notes out. I'm not going to let her get a word in edgewise. I'm just going to
You
go
better
right
laminate him, kiss you, kid tears on him, John.
Yeah, I'm just going to go right into it. Let her know what my whole thing is, why I'm at this point in our relationship, why we're going down this road, and just end it. And if you want to shake my hand, great. If you want to be friends, maybe. Just all depends. And then I just kind of want to move forward, pay for the dinner, and move along.
It's not you, it's me.
And no, I'm never using that one. I can't use that one. That's just been so Hollywood out now, that line. Yeah, I couldn't do that. What is the next one? Say it in person. No, fuck you. I don't want to say it in person.
Say it in person.
In public.
You really should
in
do
person,
it in person.
In public. Not around their
public.
family, not at their house, not in the car, not in close proximity.
Yeah.
What you doing that is 100% based off their emotional stability.
Yeah. And again, we're going to say it again, guys. Location.
Yes. Take them to an ice cream shop. Buy them some ice cream.
Some place that doesn't have eating utensils or anything sharp.
Don't go to Texas Roadhouse. They're going to give you a stabby device.
Yeah. Hot soup. Any place that has hot soup.
You want to go someplace like it has pizza or
go get pho.
Nothing hot, because Don't go to Starbucks because that coffee's hot.
Yeah.
It burns people.
Go to
Fucking hot.
sushi. Even if you don't like sushi, go for sushi because that food ain't cooked.
They got the
They have
chopsticks.
chopsticks.
Stab
they
you
got
with a
chopsticks. Bitch can
chopstick.
take a guy
Yeah.
out with a chopstick. Fucking poke your eyes out
They
with
do
it.
have green
Yeah.
tea. You still
You've
can get
seen
scalded.
You ever seen what's his name in the
John Wick
Wick
when he kills
movies?
the guy with the pencil.
With the
Yeah.
pencil, man.
He killed him with a pencil. I love that line. A fucking
You
pencil.
can go to a library. So
Oh yeah, and guys, don't break up with your girlfriend while she's fucking driving, dude. That's just
Oh,
Oh my God! Are you trying to die? She's gonna
She's
kill
fucking-
you.
you know that
She's
special
gonna
ending.
let you roll.
You know that
Yeah,
special
Angel.
ending
Sure, I've
from
done that before.
Jennifer's. You know that special ending from Jennifer's favorite movie. She will find a cliff. Try to hold
Even
your
in
hand
Modesto, there's a cliff somewhere.
and go Thelma and Louise on your
Yeah.
I've
ass.
never watched
Cliffs
that
are
movie.
way more abundant than you think they are.
She'll tighten your seatbelt and fucking grab your hand and go Thelma and Louise. Fucking let's go. We're going
Yeah.
over this.
No.
You'll
I'd
just
be
reach
out
over
the
and she'll
door
turn
you'd
off
be
the
sitting
airbag
in
on the
car.
passenger side.
Yeah, if you see the airbag light go off on the passenger side,
side.
game
You know
on.
you're in trouble.
Location. Don't try to do it where you have some, I'm sorry, I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh before I say it. Do it somewhere where you have some witnesses.
Yes.
Pretty much.
You need
Yeah.
to. Where there's cameras. Go somewhere
Where
public
there's
where there's
cameras.
cameras.
Where there's CCTV.
And there
Or
are
the-
multiple exits.
And people have a lot of cell phones in case they
Yeah. If you're going to the restaurant, ask the waiter to not bring the utensils until after you're done talking to her. You don't want sharp forks and knives on the table, especially if she's ordering a steak.
You can always tell the wait staff that it's their birthday and then sneak off when they're all singing
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Yeah, just
Oh,
be smart
God.
about it. Plan it out. I know it sucks that you have to do all this. Some guys just, or even some gals, they just want to get it over with. And I get that. You know, that's me. I just want to get it over with. I don't really care to go through this whole fucking list. I'm going to be as nice as possible. Yes, I'm going to think about the location where I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to make sure it's not going to be this super romantic fucking evening, which I
Oh,
think is
yeah,
a big
don't do
mistake
that.
a lot of guys make.
That's
And I
stupid.
think, oh, let's go out with a bang. And I think those guys think they're going to get laid one more time. What do you think, guys?
I
You
just
think they're
That's-
shooting for the breakup or to get laid one
you just-
more
You
time?
just need to
Yes.
rip that Band-Aid off.
Rip it.
Oh yeah. You don't get to do both.
Yeah. And there's always that one hope. We'll get one more shot at it. Yeah, who
Fuck
knows?
you.
No, well, you know, I'm thinking like guys, Jen. I'm thinking like
Oh,
guys.
I
They
understand
hate.
that.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
dealt with just about every scenario possible and every excuse. I had someone cheat on me and I asked him why he had sex with the person, and he's basically because she offered it to me. So I told him, so if somebody offers me sex, I can fuck them too. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
It doesn't
no, that's
happen
not
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying. And he's like, it was my birthday. I go, oh, so any of my friends
Oh,
can
birthday
fuck me on
sex.
my birthday. That's great. No,
You
that's
can't
not
say
what
no
I
to
mean.
birthday
He was
sex.
just getting his present.
Yeah, and I
can't
would
say
be
no.
getting mine too.
Not
He
from
didn't
the
like
person
that.
you're
So
supposed to
yeah.
get.
You got birthday
Idiot.
sex. You got makeup sex. This is some of the best
No,
sex you're gonna have in your
no,
life.
this
You
wasn't
No,
sex
can't
with
say no to
me.
that birthday sex.
No,
was
this was
somebody
somebody you're
else.
dating though. But I mean, if some girl offered you sex for your birthday, are you going to turn it down?
No,
If you're with somebody and that's an understanding
I'll
of
pay for the
monogamy,
room.
yes.
Guys, I'm
Don't
just
tell
playing
me
this
you tripped
persona.
and
I'm not
fell
this way in real life, just so you know.
Yeah.
I am a gentleman. Is that 2 words or 1? No, I'm kidding.
It's one. It's
I
one.
know. I know.
We'll just say it's 2 words.
Oh, what's the last
Vaccinated.
one? Yeah. If it helps, confide in someone in your trust, which is great. I think that you should do that anyway. I think if you're going to break up with someone, talk. Well, see, that's the thing, guys. Let's ask the guys. You're not going to go to your buddy and help you with this scenario on breaking up with some chick, right?
Oh yeah, you would. Got to have
You
a
would?
wingman. You got to have a wingman.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, got to run it through him. You got to run
Kevin's-
it through 'em. You got to sit there and go, "Fuck, are you stupid?" Or yeah, man, I'd do it.
So
Something's
so
weird with
you
that.
would go, Bruce.
Yeah.
You would, if you were about to break up with somebody,
Yeah.
you would go talk to Joe about that.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah,
Yeah.
be confident somebody's not going to, spread it
Get
all
rid
over
of
the
that
world.
bitch.
But, yeah, I mean somebody that knows a little history of what's
Yeah,
going on.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
I do. I just find it.
Yeah.
I think most guys are going to be like what me and Kevin are. It's just I'm not going to go talk to my buddy about breaking up with some chick,
Yeah.
and what hasn't been doing right. Only because then it kind of opens up the door for him to make his move. Because that's how I think. So
No,
Johnny's
man,
like,
that's
no.
bros before hoes, man. Bros
Oh my
before
God.
hoes. You know.
no,
that
we got a
rule.
couple bros that are just hoes. So remember that.
Well, then ain't no bro.
Yeah, that's true. Deana, are you confiding with your friend before you break up with a dude? Are you gonna, I mean, what would be like some of the standard questions if you did? Like if you're gonna go talk to your friend about breaking up with a guy that you just are you gonna go through the whole like scenario? How do you go about it? Do you
Honey,
do
that
you
would
even do it?
require me having some friends, and y'all are it. So
Y'all, yeah. Well, you can come call me. I'll tell you. Get rid of that asshole, that motherfucker.
Dump
What do
him,
you mean?
Deana, dump him.
He's
What do you mean he
trash.
couldn't get you? Yeah. What do you mean he didn't have enough money for a McFlurry? Get rid of that fucking guy.
He wouldn't buy you chicken nuggets. He's out of here.
Yeah, he wouldn't let you get extra large fries. That son of a bitch.
that bastard. Damn it.
Fucker. Get the fuck hit the road. So yeah, but if you did have a girlfriend,
If I did have a girlfriend, it'd be Jen, and she would know already.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, you, Jen? You gonna go talk to did you talk to any of your friends before you broke up with some of your boyfriends?
I'm different with this. If I trust somebody's opinion because I look at them and I value them as a person and I see that they have experience in relationships and that their feedback would be good, then yes, I will have a conversation because we can be irrational at times and we could want to end something because of something very minute. You could be annoyed. I mean, there's so many things that could be going on that could be impacting you. So if you have any value in this other person and you're having a moment, it's probably a good idea not to choose too quickly and to at least talk it through with someone you trust. Someone that's not going to harbor resentment for the other person. It's not about making the other person look bad. It's about looking at the situation and trying to get a point of view that's outside your immediate space.
I like it.
And I've done that before because there's been moments where, because of my own experiences and trauma, I've been quick to want to end things sometimes. And that's because of my own fears.
Hey, Jen.
Yes.
I'm putting that on a mug, damn it.
I love you.
It's because of my own fears, and I understand that dynamic. It's going to depend on the situation. If you've got someone who's just completely being disrespectful, I'm going to give you the same energy that you've given me. The way that women are some people in relationships is that we will treat you the way that we want to treat you that way that we want to be treated in the beginning. We will treat you that way. And in the end, we will treat you the way that you treated us during the relationship. So there's times where you need to talk it out, and there's times where you just know because of the circumstances.
We got about 2 minutes before we jump into the next topic. But in a nutshell, again, fucking, I hate saying the word Cliff Notes, right, guys? I'm going to go with Cliff Notes. Write it down. I still do that even for just other things, like when I'm debating whether to do something or go do this other thing. I
put pineapple on my pizza.
I do the kind of pros and cons. I still do that. Why not do that? Just think about all the things that she does that drives you fucking absolutely nuts. Pick about 60% of them to talk about. Just get myself in so much
when
trouble.
it's over.
You know when it's over. Location, right, guys? What else? Location. What else? Hurry up. What else?
Witnesses.
Witnesses.
Witnesses. You don't want
security systems.
Yeah.
No weapons.
No weapon. Well, yeah. Do you carry a pocket knife with you? No.
Bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Just
Anything else?
Pepper spray. No.
Pepper spray. Just with that pepper spray.
And just it's not gonna go well.
Yeah,
No.
I think you need to go in with that mindset. But then again, you depends. I mean, it depends. You know that person. I mean, it was like it would be funny. Like you're all pumped up for this huge argument that you're gonna have with her
And
or
then they
him,
break up with you.
and they're just like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like that would blow me away. Like you go through this whole fucking spiel for like 10, 15 minutes, and all of a sudden she just looks at you and go, yeah, okay, it's cool.
Mm.
And
That's
I'd be like,
me.
seriously? I would be like,
actually, if that would be my response, even if it wasn't my response.
you know, and as sick as I am, you know what that does to me? That makes me more attractive to her. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this, you know?
Not to someone,
Let's
right?
get-
But I agree with you. I agree with you. Things are not working out. We really need some space, and I agree with you. And then he proposed, the motherfucker. He was trying
Yeah,
to
I might
trap
end up
you.
getting on a knee
Did-
and proposing to her after she just goes, yeah, okay, that's cool. I get it. All right. Yeah.
No.
I was kidding. I didn't want you to go.
It's sad, but I think some guys want that. They want that like, oh my God, don't leave me in a restaurant and like
That's what he
80
was
people
trying to
looking at
do.
you. Yeah,
He was
it
trying to
doesn't.
get me to
It's
be
only
like,
on TV.
Oh, no, I love
It's
you
on TV.
so.
What you're gonna get at the restaurant is her trying to stab you with the fucking salad fork, and then
Fell
fucking
spoon.
throwing her drink at you, and then talking to her friend on the phone, screaming in intercom mode while she's beating the shit out of you, and her friend on the phone's going, "Kick
With
him
a
one more
chair.
time, kick him one more time."
And ideally, you know, location matters because you don't want them driving off upset either, because you know, don't get in an accident or them.
Oh yeah, you
hurting
gotta
somebody or anything
plan
else
that
like
out,
that.
Bruce, too. Because
Yeah.
if you're breaking up with her, go in 2 cars, guys. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing worse
Go
than
in
getting
2
back in the
No,
car.
no,
with
I'm talking
somebody
about them even driving away upset, or you driving away upset in your
She
car.
Yeah.
shows up in
Yeah,
an
that's
Uber.
true.
Just to
Yeah,
Uber
you can get
home.
Uber her.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about prenups and why it's not just for rich people anymore. This is a new trend, and it's kind of happening a lot with this. Is it which ones are getting married now? Gen Zs are at marriage level right now.
Yeah, I think millennials.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, Z's and M's and the millennials, they're at that, and this is where it's kind of coming. This is where it's coming back, which makes me laugh because most of them don't have any fucking money to start out with when they're getting married. So it's like, what are you prenup in your fucking PS2? What? I'm keeping my Game Boy. You ain't taking my Game. If we get divorced, you're not taking the Game Boy. I mean, what the fuck are they even?
Well, you need to look up what they're doing because it could be various reasons. Not everybody's.
I know, and I think this is a great thing. And we had one person on our page said that she had one, and they did it because they felt that they didn't think that their relationship wasn't going to work, but just that to avoid all that nonsense at the end of a relationship. You know, this is what I came with, this is what you came with, and this is what we worked on together. And you know, and I think that's where it gets tricky because once if you're married long enough and you got a prenup you signed 10 years ago, and you've bought 3 pieces of property, well, guess what? That just because you've been married for 10 years, that's that property that you bought with her while you were married is a 50-50, and that's how it works. So
there are specifics to prenuptial agreements. There could be situations where that you're going to inherit something from your family, and regardless of how long you are married to someone, if this is something that's been in your family, it's going to stay in your family regardless of what happens in that relationship, because that's a different story. It's for you and it's for your children. But
right,
that I can understand.
We'll start with the ladies first. Sell Kevin on a prenup.
Sell Kevin on a prenup?
Yeah, Kevin's marrying you. Sell. I want, because this is the big one. This is the number one thing. Communication is the first thing on prenup. So that means you're selling this to your significant other.
I'm just going out there. I hate all this role playing. I hate it.
I love role playing. I'm going to throw myself in the mix. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You want me to do you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Look, we've been together
Really
for
eager
10
about
years.
that, wasn't she?
All right. I'll do Jen. I'll do Jen. Look, we've been together for 10 years. I love you. We're going to get married. But look, this
No.
is important to me. This property has belonged in the
Look at
family
that.
for
Oh, right
many,
up.
many years. Do I think we're going to get a divorce? Do I think something's going to happen? No. But I want to make sure that whatever happens down the road, that this property and this money stays within my family. I hope you understand.
I hear what you're saying, but one, I don't ever want to get married. If we're going to stick this out, a domestic partnership may be something else we should discuss, and
Oh,
we should
shut
have
up. You're not saying
documentation
She's gonna get very
indicating.
little.
She's just no, Deana. She's doing this because she doesn't want any scenario where she's ever marrying John Troncalli, her brother from the
I
other
get that.
mother down
I'm
the
also
street.
not trying to marry anybody, including
I'm
you.
not
However,
trying to be married. I've been divorced 3 times. The thought of
I
getting
know, I
married
know.
causes
I've
me
been
to want
divorced
to break
I
out in
know.
hives. I don't. It's not important to me. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
adamant and you want to even go down that road, that means that you're being committed to a degree, and I understand that. But the
Yeah.
fact of the matter is what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours.
Yeah,
If we
I
do
like that.
happen to get together on some type of property or business together, there's going to be contracts. There's going to be understanding of what percentages are what. When we're together, things are going to be different. If we split up, there's going to be acknowledgement of who owns what and what goes where. And if you want to fight about it, we will have everything in writing.
Okay.
Yep. That
I'm
Facebook
just trying to
username
see
is
who was
Mark,
that was
and,
commenting.
sorry, that sucks.
Yeah. No, it's tough. I mean, and then like well, oh shit, we've all been married on this panel, right? And all divorced. Kevin?
I haven't.
Oh
You
yeah.
were
No,
Okay.
married.
engaged.
You were in a
Engaged.
long-term
Yeah,
relationship.
engaged.
Married.
Yeah. Well,
Smart.
Engaged. I was widowed, so not divorced. I didn't go through a divorce.
Yeah. I mean, this is
Divorced.
it's different in every age gap, every age scenario. Let's put it that way, because what in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. Now, like I'm going to go up to Bruce. I know Bruce. I relax. Don't pucker your ass here. I know you're not going to get married ever again.
No puckering of one's asshole.
Yeah, because you mentioned marriage.
I can't move off the chair.
He gets all he gets all fucking wigged out if you mention the M word when you're around Bruce. But I know it's not going to happen. But I always kid with him. What do I always say? You never know, Bruce. That one, she'd knock you off your feet.
There's 3 ways I can screw up my retirement.
Right. You're going with what you're finding.
1, I die. 2, I get married. 3, I get a girlfriend that likes to spend my money.
Yep. So
2 and 3 are the same thing, Bruce.
So for I hate putting this scenario at you, but let's just say Mrs. Wright walks into the fucking, I don't know what bar you want to talk about that we go to. I don't want to name it. Crocodiles. Let's go Crocodiles.
Oh God!
I've been there in years.
The cougar walks into Crocodiles.
There's a lot of cougars and crocodiles.
Yeah, and she just blows your fucking mind out of the water. And I'm going to change the scenario because I'm not going to make her broke. I'm going to make her in her 50s, 50, well off, her own money. She doesn't need your money.
You make me the gold digger?
Both of you are gold diggers.
Oh, okay.
I'm making you both gold diggers.
Business partners.
That's an easier sell for a prenup than it is for the new couple who is just getting married. One has money, the other one doesn't. One other has family money, the other one doesn't. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, prenup is always a hard sell when
you're young.
When one person, even with one,
you
have one person with assets and one without assets.
Right.
Or less assets. So prenups are tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely go into, because I'm protecting my assets in my life at this point, right? So I have to, because I have no means of re-earning those assets at this point. Right.
Exactly.
So I have to protect those because I'm 60-something years old. I can't start over.
You don't know how old you are?
Huh?
You said
60-something.
So I'm going to assume
I quit
that's
counting at 50. So I'm ballparking.
So I'm going to assume that if it gets to that situation in your relationship with that person, that's going to be something that's easily discussed and it's probably already written out.
Yeah,
Like,
it's either that that happens or the relationship doesn't happen. So yeah.
because it's a hard sell. I mean, if it's funny, I almost think that even in your 30s, because you have that expectation of what you think love is when you're in your 20s and 30s is a lot different. Yeah, you know what I'm going at, Jen, right? It's
Yeah.
like love is just this thing that's going to last for fucking ever.
Oh,
It's this
young
flower that's
love.
just continuously growing
So,
and
but I am
blossoming.
curious. So, in community property states, does the prenups override
Some don't. Yeah.
typical scenarios that happen in a community property state?
Yeah, some of
I
them you
don't
gotta
know.
dig, you gotta look deep. Yeah, because some
Yeah,
states,
because
some
if you sit
states,
there and go, "Oh yeah, we got a prenup," well, that's great, but you're still paying her alimony and child support.
right.
So
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I
Well,
don't
that,
know many people who would give up child support or alimony,
yeah,
yeah,
depending on the situation.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
You shouldn't be
children are
signing that. If
involved.
you
but I'm
have
You
just
kids with
know,
wondering.
that person,
Just wondering if
you're,
people
Yeah.
realize that, thinking, "Oh, she's only getting half of what she's got, half
yeah,
what I got, and we're good." You go, "Well, that
yeah.
just quite works
Plus
that way."
2,200 a month
Yeah.
for the next 10 years.
Oh. So
No,
the wife
you
gets
do have
married
to,
or the
because
kid
there's some
finishes
situations
college.
where people actually get married in certain states to keep their prenups from being voided. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like there are people that will not move, but actually go get wedding or marriage certificates in other states to get married in those states, just so that prenup
but if
doesn't
you're a
get.
resident, just because you got married in another state does not necessarily mean that the laws of where you actually live and you're a resident
Well,
of
yeah,
would
well, they
not
have joint property. They
apply.
might have property in New York and they have property in California. I'm talking about
Yeah.
really rich people here that are
Oh,
just,
okay. Not us poor
yeah, not like me
paupers
and you. Hey,
peasants.
let's go. You know what? I don't trust you, woman. So we're going to go married in Arizona. So if shit goes down, no, we don't do that. Yeah, you
Well,
have to
hell,
have residence.
some get divorced and married
Yeah,
up
Yeah, and I
probably
north.
go to
wouldn't be
that.
getting
So
married. I wouldn't be getting married. We'd be having some type of
We
domestic
just be
situation,
having some
power of
freaking
but
attorney
geeky month.
documents.
even with their prenups, sorry,
Yeah,
it takes them years to get it all settled up, even with the
right.
prenup, because they're
Yeah,
still doing
True.
attorney things and all that stuff. So I'm
Oh
going,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
yeah.
mean, it's not like a done deal. It's like,
No, well, that's the second thing is save time and money, and that's what you're going to do with a prenup, and
unless you're
especially,
rich,
yeah. You're going to save time and money, and I think you're avoiding a lot of that because, I mean, let's be honest, there's always a way to sue somebody for something that's already been written down in paper that you
Oh
have
yeah.
signed.
well, Brad
There's
Pitt
always
and
that a possibility.
I mean, they had a prenup because they were
Yeah.
both successful Hollywood people. They're
I have
Yes.
seen some
through all
that
that prenup stuff
that
they
were
did.
so well written to the T on like what could void one and what could considered, not getting any money at all.
Yeah.
If you cheated on me within say, or
Well,
you
yeah,
got this. Yeah.
there's different guidelines, but then I've
There was one I
seen.
read that for every year she stayed with them, she got $1 million.
Oh yeah, and when
I'm
children
like,
are
what
born,
the
they get paid for each child. There are different
fuck?
things that are going on. I know that there's one recently. Reese Witherspoon is actually going through a
Yeah,
divorce,
she
and
has one. Yeah.
they have an ironclad prenup.
Yeah.
They both agreed to it. They're both not contesting it. They agreed that this is what we agreed to when we first got married. It's going smooth, and it's just to get it done and get it over with.
Yeah.
And that's what a prenup should be about. If things should hit the fan and not work out, a prenup is so that things can be done amicably.
Yeah, I know it's a romance killer, but I think if like in a situation where
So is an
with
affair.
Bruce or even me or somebody else, if you have like you're already established, you have your property, you have your things, you have your money in the bank. I mean, it's a great way. Oh God, how can I say this without sounding like an ass? But
You lose it all, man.
no, it's not about losing it all, but just, being able to sit down with her and say, okay, this is mine. This is what I have. This is what do you have? And then just kind of, you keep your stuff. I keep my stuff. If we buy anything else after we are married or property or investments or stocks or whatever, this gets split. It's all done. It's all in cloud. You know what's going to happen at the end of of your marriage if it seems to fail. Then you can kind of say, hey, here's your shit, here's my shit, goodbye, see you later, end of story. I think, and it does, it does get a little more complicated when you start throwing kids in. You're not going to avoid fucking child support and fucking and that stuff, spousal support.
No, but I mean, it's so different now because most young couples they're both working now.
Right. Yeah.
Back in our day, my wife was semi-working, but then she became a housewife, I guess.
Yeah, housewife.
Kids, right?
Yeah.
For kid. So, but I mean, today's day and age, it's like a two-income generation.
It's a requirement.
Right. Yeah. You can't buy a house. You can't buy a fucking house without a
one income household. It fucking blows.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
Hey, Deana, you want to get married?
No, never again. No.
How much money you got, John?
I got a house. You got a house. No, I'm kidding.
I do. I have a house. I have a mortgage. I have the whole shebang, and I'm fine by myself. Thank you.
There you go.
Define what qualifies as mutual property. That's what we talked about. That's important. Protect yourself from debt. That's the big one. There's the word that scares every relationship into the shithole. And that's it. I think a lot of these kids, it's got to be scary though, man. You know what I mean? You're going to high school, you go to college, and then you find somebody you love, and you're going to marry this fucker, and he's got like $250,000 worth of fucking college debt, and you're just like,
no, that's their debt. I've taken on debt just to divorce someone. I took on about 10,000 in taxes, and I paid those myself just to get rid of him.
See, but I don't know. Can you do a prenup where you're not responsible for their debt? I don't think that's possible once you're married.
No, this was debt that was accumulated during the marriage because we moved from one state to another. So we owed a lot of taxes. Well, in order to get rid of them, not only did I leave a majority of the assets that we got while we were together, I even accepted taking on 10,000 in taxes just to get rid of them, and it was worth every fucking penny.
No, I mean, that's a scary thing is the debt, because you do, and then as you get older, you're accumulating even more debt. So when you're in your trying to get married again in your 40s and your 50s,
I'm recovering and I'm taking care of my debt, and I'm getting to a good place in my life. So I don't want anyone to disrupt that ever again.
Yeah, I mean, typically that divorce can wipe both you out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the only way to get rich in a divorce is the lawyers.
Exactly.
That's it. Those snakes. We already talked about it's a romance killer, and it is. I get it. You know what? I mean, I don't think it's more of a, like I said, I think it's more of a romance killer when you're in your 20s and your 30s than so much of when you're in your late 40s, early 50s, and you're getting remarried, because it's just, love is just this blossom flower growing in the woods.
Bullshit.
We're going to water it and make it grow into this amazing relationship. No, it doesn't work that way. You're going to yell at, scream at her because you're going to tell her fucking pasta doesn't taste like your mom's. It's a whole fucking, we can go into that whole fucking thing.
There's always weeds growing in the garden, Johnny.
I know we're out of time, but since I brought that up, since I brought that up in my head, now I got to ask all you guys, because we've all been in long-term relationships, right? Yes. Everybody, hand your raise, and it's that first meal at home, and it's shitty, and you don't want to tell her it's shitty. Look at Deana. Has this already happened?
Maybe.
I love those stories because I have one of my own where,
it happened.
She tried to make something my mom made, and it was just awful. I think we were only together for a week after marriage. We lived together for a year, so we were kind of cooking for each other at the time, but something was different. Now I'm married. I got a ring on my finger. I'm expecting different things, and she made something. I forget what she made, and it was just awful. Oh, meatloaf, and it wasn't cooked. And my mom makes this amazing meatloaf. It's an Italian meatloaf. It's just so fucking good. And it was raw in the middle. The eggs weren't cooked right. And I just kind of lost it. And I went to piss her off even more. fucking drove to Jack in the Box and got a steak sandwich and came back and ate it in front of the meatloaf on the
Oh
table.
my
That was bad.
goodness.
Okay, that was
Damn.
rude. That's
Yeah,
uncalled
I wasn't that
You-
cruel, John. My thing was there was two things I
I'm an
wouldn't eat
asshole.
that I grew up with that I told my wife I don't make them. I won't eat them. And one was tuna casserole, hot tuna casserole, and the other one was meatloaf or shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Basically, meatloaf with baked potatoes
Ooh.
baked in the oven, right? Well, she likes both of those things. Well, she made the shepherd's pie, and I said, "Told you, won't eat that. Going to McDonald's. Enjoy."
See, you went somewhere else. I
did.
did this. I went straight to Jack in the Box.
I
I got a
didn't come
steak
back and eat
sandwich.
it in front of her, but I went
Oh,
to
yeah,
McDonald's.
that was
and
a
ate.
dick move, John.
How about you, Kevin?
Surprisingly enough, usually in my relationships, I do most of the cooking, so I get to pick. I like to cook, so it's
no,
fine.
me too.
And-
Me too.
Any of them walked off and told you they didn't like your food there, and went and got something else?
No, never,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah. All right, Deana, you had a grin on your face when I was saying that, and I know you got a juicy story you're ready to give us.
Oh Lord. So my ex used to cook for me when I got home from work every day. We were together for 8 fucking years. It was a long time.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
lovely. But
Yeah.
there were some questionable meals. I am a very picky person. It takes a lot to please me with food. There was some. God, I hope he's not listening right now.
Yeah. Jen, how about you, Jen?
I mean, I've worked in restaurants and stuff. I cook. I come from a family that cooks. You know that. And
yeah.
I will be the first one to tell somebody else that something sucks that I made, and I will make something else or recommend that we go get something to eat. Because
Nope.
But there's
have
no
high regard.
good way of saying that after they spent like 4 hours cooking it. It's not like, you know what, this isn't good enough, let's go out to eat. It's kind of hard.
You know, if you're a rational person and you're not too emotional about it, I'd rather that than not. And I'm
Yeah.
capable enough of knowing whether or not something that I just made is shit. I
Yeah.
really am. And that's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I've
that's
worked in multiple restaurants with regards to multiple kinds of food. So I
yeah,
know what's good and I know what's shit. And I will
yeah.
even tell you, this isn't that good. You don't have to eat it if we want to eat it because I don't want, waste it, of
Yeah.
course. That's shitty.
I've had
But
a friend just take the fucking plate. I'm not shitting you. And I was there, so I didn't know how to react. He just grabbed the whole plate thing, picked it up, took it into the kitchen, and just threw it in the fucking garbage can.
that's
Just
a bit
walked away.
much. That's a
Just
bit
walked
much.
away. I was just
No.
like, oh shit. I didn't know if I should stay. Should I leave? I was like, shit's
That tells
about
a
to go
lot about a
down.
person. That's not
Did-
okay.
Man, to
Did
do
you-
that like during having guests over that's rough.
That's rough.
Ah.
Did you clean your plate, John?
No, I didn't even get
You
to
threw it in the
taste it.
garbage.
I didn't even get to taste it. He just
Not
took a
even the
taste.
chip.
Whoa.
Didn't even
Yeah.
taste it.
That's
It must have
bad.
been. I just assumed it was really bad because he wasn't that kind of guy. I don't know if he was just embarrassed that it was so bad and I was there and I had to eat it. So he just to make sure I didn't taste it. I mean, he just picked it up and just kind of threw it in the
Did he
fucking
take
garbage.
your plate or did he just take his plate?
No, he took the whole tray. It was a fucking
Oh.
a tray of meat. Yeah. And I don't know if it was just awful or what the fuck was going on with it, but he just
Damn.
grabbed the whole thing and just fucking all I heard was the rim of the pot hitting the top of the fucking garbage can. Ding! And just
That's too
hitting the
much.
bottom of the garbage. Plop.
Ban.
And we are done. We are done. So real quick, did you learn anything today, Kevin?
No.
I learned that I don't know how to pick up women, but I knew that already, so I guess I didn't learn anything.
You're gonna get that one. It took me a while to realize that beautiful's bad. Beautiful's bad.
If I
Even though
haven't
it's-
gotten it by 40, I think it's over.
no, you'll get that one. Hey, it took
Try
me
that
until my
cupcake
40s to
line.
realize it. Yeah. I mean, shit. Jen wants to drive over here and stab me in the face for calling her hun. So that should tell you enough right there. So
Well,
Don't give me a chopstick. No.
I would ask Bruce, but I'm afraid his response would be, "But what the hell, Bruce? Did you learn anything today, Bruce?"
Always. It's always a show of knowledge, John.
Yeah. I was hoping you weren't going to say I learned nothing because the girls have nothing to teach me, but I figured you might say
No.
that.
I'm being nice to the girls.
Yeah,
Don't
you
hate
have
me.
been. Yeah,
Send
been
hate
nice
mail to
to Bruce.
no.
To John.
Dina, did you learn anything tonight, Dina?
No.
No, you learned something.
No.
Yeah. No. Jennifer,
Not
did you
even a
learn
little
anything?
bit.
Not even a thing. You didn't.
Not
You know.
even a little bit.
All right, I'm going to say
I
3
learned
words.
that we're all fucking basic as shit.
Location.
Very
Choose
important.
your words wisely.
It's not me, it's
Know
you.
your environment.
Yeah.
It's
Don't say
always
beautiful.
me.
Try to hurt
Never
See,
anybody
if you
you.
start
else.
thinking about it, there's a lot of stuff you learned on this show tonight. You if you stop and think about it. Jennifer, have you learned anything?
I mean, fortunately, I know about a lot of this stuff, but yes,
Oh,
I've
shut up.
learned something. No, I've had enough relationships for everyone, and that's not a lie. So, I learned a few things about those questions, those first ones about the confidence in men and, what that looks like for somebody not needing someone. It is attractive. So, yes, that's something that I acknowledged and it is something that I understand and agree with. I didn't think I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
So, yes, I did learn something
Yeah.
new.
Well, I did. If somebody comes up to me and calls me a cupcake, I know what's coming up next.
Oh man!
Are
Don't
you,
forget.
are you
Hey.
moist and tasty?
Yeah, if she says moist, and then if she sticks her ass out at you, that's like fucking
Yes.
go time.
I learned that there's a sign in the bar. You look for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
girl that sticks her
Yeah.
ass out.
If Gina just
There it
If
is.
her
Gina just
ass
walks
is
back.
sticking out and her back is slightly curved,
Yeah.
she's
She's
gay.
back.
And mint cupcakes, you're scoring.
Cupcakes.
That's me. I'm the only person in the bar when that
Cupcakes and
happens.
her ass
If
is
there
stuck
is
out,
a cup,
double
if there
whammy.
is a cupcake on her ass, yeah, then it's just
It's gold, man. It's gold.
that's when you start booking a
Oh,
hotel
my
room.
Jesus.
All
But
So
don't
right,
do
we
it
guys.
did
on the
learn
family's
something about.
iPod.
We did learn something about
No.
bar action. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And you guys can use my move. It works.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it works. Don't go.
Oh, yeah, you
go
walk around just
No,
sniffing.
no. You gotta sell it that wasn't your intention. You gotta sell it that was not your intention. You were just
You smell
walking
like
by her, and you got a whiff of her when you walked by her,
Well,
and
she
then
could
just
think that
do
she
that.
didn't put her
That's
deodorant on, and
no. You know perfume, buddy. You know perfume by now, but you just kind of walk by her and you do that like surprise stop, like, oh my god, that just smelled amazing. What is that?
and she
And
put
she
your
will
butt
talk
out.
to you for the next
gold,
20
John.
fucking minutes, all about poison or whatever fucking shampoo, or not shampoo,
You smell
perfume
just
she's
like
wearing.
roast beef.
Yeah. If she even better, if she smells like roast beef, I'm marrying her. So that's what I'm saying. All right.
I'm
I'm
starting
married.
my own
Like
perfume
cookies.
company.
Yeah.
It's
She smells like
You
hot
smell just like
pastrami.
my mom. Want to go out?
Yeah. I don't have any mommy issues, but you smell just like hot pastrami.
Dear Lord.
Dear Lord. All right, we are out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you, Becky, and everybody else out there in chat. And then whoever watches this show, hey, comment. Let us know.
Yeah.
I always read the old comments. So if you learned
Hello.
anything, share it with us. We'll share it. And then send all your hate mail to Jennifer at. No, I'm kidding.
And I will forward it to Johnny. So make sure you put all the details because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
note
yeah.
of it.
I've never said anything on the show that was inappropriate or that I didn't.
or appropriate either.
Or
so,
appropriate. Either one. I didn't do either one of those. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see everybody next Friday. Good night.
Night all.
Thank you again, Kevin, Bruce, and Dina, and that chick down there in the bottom right-hand corner, Jennifer. Bye. Oh,
Bye.